Discover as Fully Loaded Wrestling hits the Harwood Community Center on Friday, August 28th and Saturday, August 29th for 2 nights of live professional wrestling and live music. Doors open at 5:30, music starts at 6:30, and the bell rings to kick off all the wrestling action at 7 p.m. both nights. General admission tickets are only $10, with ringside seats going for only $15. Fully Loaded Wrestling live at the Harwood Community Center on August 28th and 29th. Get all the details right now at FullyLoadedWrestling.com.
Due to the graphic nature of this program, listener discretion is advised.
Suplex City, bitch!
Episode 21 for August 23rd, 2015. As always, I am Jim Vicious, along with the immovable object to my irresistible force,
Rando Commando.
Joined this evening by special guest referee. That's
Taylor.
Oh, there you go. Oh, yeah. Taylor B. Do you say that? Love it. Gotta remain anonymous.
That's right.
You can't let anyone know that you're on a wrestling podcast.
that would be disaster for the social life.
It's like, yeah, exactly. It's like Rando is he's single, and it's like, man, do not let chicks know that you host a wrestling podcast until they really like you.
Exactly.
Then you can tell.
Find out I'm not worth the millions I portray myself out to be.
Yeah.
I'm just a regular Joe.
Yeah, we're making millions in the podcast game, dude.
That's right, yeah. Rolling in it.
Spending money every week. Yeah. If not for Casey. Shout out, Casey. I'm not going to pick favorites, because picking favorites is like picking your favorite kid, but
right.
Casey might be my favorite listener. Because he donated to the show, Suplex City Limits at Gmail on PayPal. You can do the same. Suplex City Limits podcast is a member of the OSW Podcast Network, available for listening on PileDriverWrestling.net, Podbean, Stitcher, TuneIn, iTunes, all that shit. You can check us out on Facebook.com/Suplex City Limits. Follow us on Twitter at Suplex City Limits. You can also follow me directly at Jim Vicious SCL. Episode 21.
God damn. That intro takes up more time and more time every week.
I try to cut shit off of it.
I know, right?
There's a lot of information. And I'd put it in there later, but I feel like sometimes people just get sick of listening to our shit.
Yeah.
And they probably
more acronyms. That's what you need.
More acronyms?
Yeah, just, I don't know. Throw it down.
Yeah, we are joined this evening by guest Taylor, bass player for punk rock institution The Vexed.
That's what we do.
One of my favorite
institution.
I'd say The Vexed is a punk rock institution.
Wow.
It's held in high regard, man. It's
Well, they've been around for Jesus. I don't know how long. How many years? I mean, I joined way late in the game, but man, they've been around forever.
I love, like, there's a few bands around here that are that have this old school fucking vibe for me, you know, like Systems Victims. That's another band.
Oh yeah,
who just like play this brand of punk rock that like you can only find kind of like right here, you know.
Right on.
Oh, that's good shit. So both of you attended some WWE events this week.
Don't tell anybody, dude. I told you not to tell anybody.
you were the one tweeting pictures.
Yeah, I know. I figured it was
like City Limit.
Yeah.
No, I thought that was your guys' assistant that you sent to the event.
Oh yeah.
That's right. Yeah.
Making,
took the private jet. That's right.
Making millions in that podcast game.
Rolling around on a pile of nickel and dimes.
Yeah. Like I said, actually, we were paying our own money to run the show for like the first 3 months until Casey, an awesome listener, donated some money to cover our costs for a while. So that's awesome.
That's fantastic. Casey, once again, thank you.
So yeah, people like,
sir.
I love people who are like, oh, you have a podcast, huh? Like, I was thinking about doing that. How much money do you make? Dude, if you were to start a podcast for any reason other than like the enjoyment of it and everything, like, you're gonna be let down severely because you don't make shit. You put tons of work into it, and yeah, you have to love it, or that's, you're not gonna do it. So
yeah, love it or leave it.
All right, lock America.
That's right.
No, that's not
don't
true.
Tread on me. Don't fucking tread on me.
I don't. I talk shit on America and stuff all the time, so. That is like the dumbest thing. Love it or leave it. Like, that's not really a proper approach to anything, actually. Like, but whatever.
You don't like it, you can get out.
That's right, man.
That's my dad's like end all argument to any political debate. If you don't like it, you can leave. Okay.
Fuck that shit.
Sounds like a fantastic system.
Yeah, exactly. I wouldn't run anything that way.
Oh man.
Meanwhile, they did. Guys who think like that. That's how like my dad ran shit when I was growing up. Like and leave. Like, I'm 8. Like, get a fucking job. Get your own place.
You don't have to live here.
That's right.
Nobody's making you stay.
Yeah, go get a job. Pay rent. And then you can play Nintendo until 10. Fucking asshole. So you guys want to talk some news first? I don't have a lot of news, some stupid shit.
It was slow in news.
Or do you want to talk about your live event experience?
Let's go through the news really quick.
Yeah. The news.
The news.
There's not a lot really going on. Like, it was actually a really slow week as far as the news goes. So, usual TNA shit. TNA has canceled a live event in September. So, I think they really are done in September.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't. I don't watch it anymore. Well, I never really watched it, but they have no TV past September, so I don't know what they're doing. But they didn't have much. Usually, TNA is usually a rich source of fucking nonsense news for this show. But not this week, I guess. Deadspin's reporting that 25 registered WWE accounts were included in the data dump of hacked accounts on Ashley Madison. How about that? That is some crazy shit, actually. I thought that was pretty awesome. Like, anybody who was on that shit just getting nailed, man. But I guess they don't really... I guess that they haven't said which ones yet, so I'm hoping that comes out. That could be amazing. You sign up for Ashley Madison with your work email? Are you serious, man? Who would fucking do that?
It's with your work email. I guess things are slow at work. You gotta
39 ESPN accounts, 18 NFL, 25 NBA, 4 NHL, 4 MLB, a bunch, dude. Yeah. So that there was hundreds of accounts using the @abc.com address. I fucking love it. I hope that that shit gets all published. And I don't care about it'd be nice to it'd be funny if every person, but at least what if all these famous people on all these channels and in government and all this shit were all exposed as having registered for this website? Holy fuck. That could be like the single most amazing day in the news ever. Just going through lists. Like, all of these people are shit. In other news, somebody walked into a fucking shopping mall and opened fire on a crowd.
Because their name was published on the list.
No, just because that's a pretty much daily occurrence these days.
It seems like it is, isn't it?
But the answer is not gun restriction, I guess. So
Yeah.
we don't talk politics on this show. Sorry.
No,
I apologize. People it's already I figure that some people just hate us probably for our views on wrestling. It's like we don't need to add our political reasons as reasons to hate us, Some shit, but maybe we won't talk about that. JR is coming back for commentary on 2K16, the wrestling game.
I heard about that.
I like it.
To focus on, there's the showcase mode, which is focused on the career of Steve Austin. So that could be interesting, I guess. I mean, if it's going to be another one of these go back and recreate history things, I don't know. That's boring. I don't think that's fun at all anymore. But whatever.
No, they should put some sort of depth into the universe mode on a game like that.
Right. We want to be able to take the diddler to the championship, dude.
That's right. We're taking the diddler places.
Yeah. We're gonna. I don't know if you probably haven't heard that episode, but we have a reoccurring character on the show. He's the diddler. He's a pedophile wrestling gimmick that I've devised. I've talked on here a lot about, man. He is I think it's the best fucking gimmick that no one's ever used.
Yeah, I had heard you guys talking about it last week, and I totally missed the reference, but now I got it. Something to look forward to.
If people who listen to this, who listen to every episode, they know all this shit we've talked about the diddler. But yeah, we're going to be making the diddler in 2K16, and you can take us on Xbox One and PS4.
That's right. You're going to have both bases covered.
Yeah, so this should be interesting. We'll be playing some 2K16 with listeners. You're a gamer too, aren't you, Taylor?
Yeah. Not quite advanced as you guys. I've got the PS3, so
Oh yeah.
I got to step up my game.
Yeah, you're not missing a whole lot quite yet. I think they released the new consoles a little early, to be honest with you.
Rando and I argue because he's got a PS4 and I have Xbox One.
I've always had PlayStation though, all the way through. They've been good to me. I've only had to rebuy one system, so.
And I'm the opposite of that too. I have 3 consoles in my house sitting here, and they're all 3 generations of Xbox. Because the original one has modded games, I have emulators and shit on there. And 3 Xboxes, so it runs pretty deep over here. Oh, the little things. Your great colleague came out this week talking about getting pills from Randy Orton.
Yep, I read that.
He said that they were so strong that they made his fucking legs numb and that he fell down. It made a fucking man the size of an elephant fall down. That's unbelievable. How strong of pills do you have to take for a guy who's 7 feet fuck all and 400 pounds to fall down? He's so fucked up. Holy shit. I guess that guy probably falls down a lot. So
He doesn't have the greatest balance.
No.
he fucking looked like he was his legs were taped together. And then, any step while he was walking down the aisle, any just misstep, and they were just gonna explode, and he was just gonna explode into pieces.
Yeah, when they're that big, the human bones aren't made to take that weight at that sort of strain, man. That's why all them guys ended up with knee injuries, like Yao Ming and stuff like that. Even
he said, "quote The pills were so strong, I couldn't feel my legs. My foot kept slipping, and I fell." Holy fuck!
Is there any footage of this? I'd love to see.
Yeah, well,
just watch any of his matches. I ran across a website that was 15 top moves of the Great Khali, and we're like, what the fuck? He ain't got no 15 moves.
15 top moves?
No.
Guy ain't got no 15 moves. What's one? Stepping over the top rope?
Yeah.
Is that a move?
Exactly. Punch, step over the rope, walk the steps. I don't know.
Chop with the left hand, chop with your right hand.
Yeah, are those separate moves now?
Let's make that. Let's actually make that, dude. Let's make a top 15 moves of Great Khali. and put it on YouTube.
Put it on, okay.
It'll be it'll be all of these. That or Michael. Michael will be listening. He's an ambitious young man.
Yeah.
Michael, if you want to make the top 15 great quality moves.
He's always messing around with that YouTube.
These those kids and their YouTubes.
Yep. I messed around with YouTube. That's a lot of work. That takes a lot of time if you want to edit that stuff.
Way easier to start a podcast, kids.
Yeah, it is.
It kind of is. Less editing, I guess.
Oh, it's tedious, so it sucks. Maybe I just haven't found the right program, but yeah, it's some tedious work editing. As simple as those videos were that I did make, yeah, that took up a lot of time.
Yeah, fuck that. We do need to start a YouTube eventually, but
yeah, well, we got a good logo thanks to Denny.
Yeah, shout out
buddy.
To Denny for making our logo for. It's going to be an upcoming commercial. What?
Yeah.
For a weekly wrestling show on YouTube. Shit.
Somebody's gonna throw our ad up at the beginning of their show for them.
And cheers to those guys.
Yep,
We needed to talk about they have their event here coming up, and it's gonna be a super awesome fucking show. I wish we could make it down.
Yeah, I wish I could too, man. But I just took some time off. I can't take a couple more days off already.
No, I hear you. Yeah, August 28th and 29th. If you're in the Minnesota, South Dakota, North Dakota area. Harwood, North Dakota, which is just right outside of Fargo. Yes, we've seen the movie. At the community center, it'll be bands, wrestling. It's going to be awesome. Former guest of the show, episode 17, Paul Johnson and Gorgatron will be playing. Guest from episode 12, comedian JD Provorce will be performing. So I guess every night there's a band, then there's wrestling, then there's two comedians. And the next day, there's a different band and two different comedians. So it's going to be awesome. $15 tickets for ringside, $10 general admission. It's going to be fucking awesome.
Yeah. We should do some work.
There's a rumor that, I don't know if I can't say shit, but there's a rumor there's a show coming closer to us.
No?
Maybe soonish.
Okay. I dig.
So we'll be there podcasting, and I don't fucking know what else. Being drunk, doing Super Dragon chants. So that'll be a chance for people to come out and meet us. And I'm gonna be carrying mace, so don't try to fuck with me.
I'm gonna be carrying a battle axe.
You guys on that Suplex City Limits podcast? Yeah, man. Wham! Right in the fucking face. Just bottles you. Like, holy shit. That's for saying John Cena sucks.
You don't like it, you can get out.
You faggot. John Cena's awesome. That's the thing, man. It's like we talk a lot of shit on here. And, who knows, man. That's what I was wondering. I was like, if we're going to go out in public, man, someone might attack us.
You might have like a 4-year-old or a 5-year-old take you out at the kneecaps for, dissing on Cena.
We'll fucking 3D you through our merch table. You gotta be Devon, though, Rando.
I do? Okay, that's all right.
Well, I suppose I should get the guy up for you. That would make more sense.
Who's blackest of you two, would you say? That's the real question.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I've got black credit, if that means anything. Oh, shit.
Woo!
That's racist. Not really.
Yeah, it escalated quickly.
But yeah, the match is announced for the show. We won't go through all of them, but they've got Chainsaw King will be there. That dude is pretty awesome. Of course, Darren Corbin will be there. Rob James, what is his 6% body fat? I think Rob James. I've seen him before. He's fucking pretty great, man. Very classic heel. Comes out and just grabs some little kid's fucking drink and shit. I don't want to say that was him. A little kid had a plate with a pretzel on it and just smashes it on his hand. That's fucking great, man. Only at an indie show. But yeah, in January or February, I guess I just fucked it up. January, if that happens, we'll be there doing Super Dragon Chance, drinking whiskey.
Oh, boy.
You actually went to some local wrestling recently, didn't you, Taylor?
I did, yeah. At the whatever the heck it's called now, the Seven Seas in Mandan. But what do they call it now?
I don't know what it's called now, but that was what, EWI?
Yep.
Yeah.
EWI.
Good time.
That was a hell of a lot of fun.
I watched some stuff on YouTube. It looks like fun. Looks like some people were... I don't know if it was that show. It was a different show maybe, but there were some boneheads in the crowd, whatever city they were in. That was like... Ugh.
Oh, is it the... there's these guys that travel everywhere with them. Is it... what do they call themselves? We Dem Assholes, I think they call themselves. And they seem to be at like all these like underground events or these indie, all this indie stuff locally here. And yeah, they're pretty rowdy. We were chanting back and forth.
That answers the question, is there something fucking gayer than having a wrestling podcast? These guys are like, what the fuck? They're probably going to hear that. No,
right.
That's good times. If you go to an indie shows in general, then I support you. Then I'm a fan of you. If you go out of your way to pay $10. I didn't go to that show. I should have, but I was going to go to that indie show. But then I got high, so what are you going to do? It happens, man. I don't think any plans in my life are concrete until they actually happen. Because there's a good chance that I may just lose all motivation that afternoon. And it's just not going to happen. But that was a pretty good show, or what?
Yeah, it was. It was a little more...
That's more indie. FLW is like a... I don't know, there's different tiers of indie, and that's no disrespect to anybody.
Right, yeah.
This
was but I was just surprised some of the bumps that they were taking. It's like maybe 20 people in the crowd. It's like, holy shit.
Yeah, for a guy who's got to fucking wake up Monday morning at 7 a.m. and go fucking collect garbage or something.
So that part of it actually quite impressed me. I was like, wow, they're doing this for 20 people. They must they're really stupid or they really like doing this. So that's cool.
Yeah. And also, I saw some of it. It looked pretty fun. Didn't seem like, too over the top, which I almost like the super over the top shit at this point. But yeah, FLW brought in like Tommy Dreamer for a show recently. That's pretty awesome to me. They've been bringing in kind of bigger names, so that's good shit too. So, but even that's the thing with indie wrestling now. It's so popular. Like we live in a metro area of 100,000 people.
Yeah.
Probably that, yeah.
And there's like at least 2 indie promotions here. That's pretty awesome, man. Everywhere, there's more indie promotions in America and England than there's ever been ever. Like this, any given city, there's wrestling, and you can see the shittiest of it. Dude, I got to give a shout out to that page, YouTube, world famous flea market.
Oh my god, that was so good.
Over the last couple of days, I have watched about 75 fucking episodes of this show. I'll just sit here and fucking watch like episode upon episode. Oh my god, they watch like the shittiest wrestling ever and do hilarious commentary on it.
Well, see, at first I thought it was just like the backyard stuff, but they do like shitty indie matches, just shitty wrestling altogether. It was, oh man, good stuff.
That's stuff. Like, even one the other day was Juggalo Championship Wrestling, and it was Scott Steiner and Big Van Vader on a team versus 2 jobbers, and they just fucking worked these kids. Even that was fucking funny.
Oh, that's
now,
great.
I wonder who the commentators are, because the one guy says he personally knew some of the old wrestlers back in the day. So I'm wondering if one of those guys is...
Well, Matt Bourne was on an episode of the show. Like Matt Bourne did a couple episodes.
Okay.
Matt Bourne is the original Doink. He was on a couple of times as like a guest, and he would do commentary. So, but yeah, they've both wrestled. I mean, the guy what they talks about, like one episode, they're like, "Holy shit, man, I wrestled here," So they've done wrestling. I mean, they definitely know what they're talking about as far as, they do the hey yo's. I don't know if you watched enough episodes for that.
Yeah.
Or anytime you work on the wrong side, it's a hey yo, and you got to take a shot. It's pretty great, dude. I was like, how is this? And it's not that like as far as views and like Like, most of the videos I watched, I have like 900 views, 1,000 views. Like, how the hell is this possible? You know, like, this is fucking fantastic. So definitely check that out. World famous flea market, YouTube.
Oh, that's awesome.
It's great. I posted that one around for everybody. That's my favorite one with the little kids in the backyard.
Who's the big show? What's a big show?
Oh my God.
The first time I watched that, I was laying in bed and getting ready to go to bed, and I watched that, and I seriously laughed like a fucking, like a bird, man. Just like, I was like, crying and just like, oh my God. Uncontrollable laughter. That shit is great, man. Yeah, that fucking Big Show comes in. Jesus. And then there's some of that shit too. I love that. And they're totally offensive. Like, we're uncensored as well on this show, but they're really uncensored on that show, man.
They go out of their way to make some pretty heinous comments. I will say that.
Yeah, that's super offensive, man. I really like that too. Like, almost racial humor and shit. Like, it's really well done. I think it's one of the funniest things on YouTube.
Easily offended, do not watch it.
No, definitely not.
They wouldn't be listening to us if they were easily offended.
That's true. You wouldn't have made it through 20 episodes of this show talking about fucking, I don't know, all the crazy shit that we've talked about on this show. About Jewish people probably not eating gay men.
Talking about shitting our pants.
Yeah, we told stories. Oh, shit. That's good that you said that. Because every time we did do an episode where we talked about shitting our pants, so every time we have a guest on, we like to ask them if they've shit their pants and if they have the balls to come clean and tell the story.
Oh, man. Well, of course. Like,
Of course.
okay.
The story starts with "of course."
Well, okay, so I won't say that like it was close. I'll say it was close to shitting my pants. I mean, I think if you're obviously a kid, it happens. But like this was a couple of years ago. We were coming back from my sister-in-law's wedding in Utah. We were going through Wyoming, and it was like we were like I think 20 miles from the next town. I'm like, there's no way I'm going to make it. There's no way. So here I see this gas station. I'm like, oh, all right, gas station. Fly off. My wife was asleep in the car. Fly off the road. Fly over these grays. She wakes up. She's like, what's going on? I throw the car in the park. I start running to this gas station. The place is closed. And I'm like, son of a bitch. What am I going to do? So I'm like looking around. I'm like, well, here we go. Just press my ass up against the against the old dilapidated building and just let her rip.
Yeah.
Shit all over the side of the building. So then I'm yelling to my wife, like, bring me a T-shirt or toilet paper, whatever you have in the car, just bring it. I got a wipe. Yeah.
Oh God. You know, that's the kind of shit that only happens when you're married to somebody. You know, like that's you have to love somebody, man. You know. That's pretty good.
So it was close to shitting my pants, but
fuck, I was close to shitting my pants. Fucking today's shit. No. So, I mean, like, never shit your pants though. Huh? You're a better man than I.
Not in recent memory.
Yeah. I don't know what episode that is, but people can look back if they haven't heard it. We talk. Rando and I tell our stories of shitting ourselves.
I think it's right after the 4th of July one.
Yeah, as grown men too.
It happens just once, but it happens.
So I guess so far, what did anybody shit themselves? JD Provorst, did he say he did? I don't recall. I know Paul said he didn't. Maybe it's just us, dude. Maybe not everybody. I thought every human being. Seriously, my belief is that every single human being has shit their pants as an adult. I guess I'm wrong. I guess they didn't eat all-you-can-eat fish at 3 a.m. like I do.
Oh, that's probably the word. You're just asking for it there, man.
Well, you know, eat a bunch of deep-fried shrimp, or not shrimp, but deep-fried fish, yeah, at like 4 a.m. And the only thing I could have done there was like pull over on the fucking road and just shit. But, I mean, what the fuck? That's not going to... I guess that might have been more preferable to shitting myself, but, you know, you live and you learn.
Oh, shit.
Exactly. The Owen Hart DVD's coming out.
All right.
It kind of released, like, I don't know, the synopsis. Owen Hart, the youngest of 12 from the famous Hart wrestling family and one of the most likable personalities in sports entertainment. Owen Hart was a champion who won the hearts of fans around the world. So, yeah, you hear from his family and friends, and I guess they have some matches on there and shit. It'll be released in December. I won't buy it because I don't buy into that bullshit. I don't know. That shit should go right on the network. If they were I feel like that shit should all be on the network. I shouldn't have to wait 2 years for something that you put out on Blu-ray. I mean, they must sell some fucking Blu-rays still, huh?
They must.
I bet they still sell DVDs, man. Like we said here before, man. It's WWE. Let's be realistic here. Right. Fucking, they probably sell more DVDs than they sell Blu-rays. They generalize their fans, not us. That's their own generalization. Like that commercial where they're like, what do people know? Oh, Walmart. We'll just say the kid works at Walmart. Okay.
Yep.
Fuck, that commercial was the worst ever.
Don't get it wrong, though.
I almost quit my job at Walmart because I couldn't watch Raw. Holy fuck. Don't get it twisted. I'm not a wrestling fan. I'm a WWE fan. Fuck you. I'm a fucking wrestling fan. Cunts. Anyway, sorry. I get angry. The WWE makes me angry. So, I don't really have much other news. You know, I guess there's enough people are experiencing issues with the network, like yesterday and today, that they've actually made a report about it, and they're like, WWE is apparently aware of the issue, and they're working to fix it. But to me, it was really bad today. I turned it on to watch some shit from our Hall of Fame inductee for the day, and it was so bad, dude. It'd run for fucking 10 seconds and stop, run for 10 seconds, stop. So
I found that problem a lot, actually.
Mm-hmm. With old stuff, dude.
Yep.
Old WCW. I swear. It sounds stupid, but, like, old WCW shit seems to run the worst. I don't know. But, yeah, it's really garbage, man. You know, so I checked. I was like, well, maybe, you know. Boom. YouTube, no problems. Go to Netflix, no problems. Like, Netflix, I never have problems with ever.
Right.
It never stops to load. It never drops out of HD. The shit's rock fucking solid. You know, and so when they have on the TV, they're like, it's like Netflix, only better. No, it's not, dude. It runs like shit. And it has little glitches in it. Like, every time I watch something, halfway through, it'll stop. And it freezes, and then the app crashes and restarts. Every fucking episode of NXT I watch, everything I watch on there.
Have you guys noticed, like, when you're watching, especially this, I've noticed this most when it's live stuff, like, you'll be watching and then all of a sudden it'll jump back 10 seconds.
Yep.
Sometimes 30 seconds, and then you'll just have to wait, and then it will finally kick back in. It's like, what? You think you get that shit figured out, especially if you want people to convert over.
I've had pretty good luck with pay-per-views lately, though. Like, the last couple pay-per-views, I mean, have worked pretty good. I haven't really had any problems, other than the shows themselves. But as far as the stream goes, it wasn't bad. But yeah, it's like it is really shitty when it runs like dick like that. And today I was like trying to use it, and it was a no-go. So I guess they're aware of it. Hopefully, it's fixed before tomorrow for Takeover, and I guess SummerSlam. No, I'm just fucking.
Does anything from SummerSlam excite you?
There's at least 2 matches on there I give a shit about. Maybe 2 that I'm interested in. The rest of it's yeah. We'll talk about that shit. The only other thing was, you know, I guess this week Daniel Bryan again saying, although he's been cleared by his own doctors and other doctors, the WWE has not cleared him.
Yeah, the WWE doctors haven't yet.
I think it's just, I mean, partially probably because they're like, yeah, this guy's had too many injuries, but partially because they don't really want to use him.
Right.
Because they're pissed probably that he got hurt again. But he shouldn't have been back probably last time, so.
Yeah, I mean, it's a horse apiece here on this one, I think. I don't know.
It'll be interesting. If he can get cleared somewhere else and his contract comes up, he has matches he wants to do, man. He wants to fucking have some matches with some Japanese guys, and he wants to, and I know he wants to, like, wrestle other people. I know I talked about wrestling Kurt Angle, which I don't want to watch that, but so what do you think he'll leave eventually? I mean, he might. He doesn't seem the guy to give a fuck about money, really.
No,
the way he lives, he's made enough money to, he lives in a fucking cabin, so
right.
His chickens and shit. I don't think the guy really gives that much of a shit.
I agree. He's kind of a hippie type of guy, but yeah, it'd be nice to see him get back in the ring. I was just getting over on the guy when he got hurt again. So,
yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Where else it'd be fun for him to go back to Ring of Honor, I think. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be cool. I would take that. I'd take it anywhere, pretty much. I mean,
Lucha?
It'd be weird on Lucha, but I'd do it anyway. Fuck it, put him in a mask. No, you can't.
Right?
You can't put him in a mask. Maybe. But yeah, that's pretty much the news for the week. There really wasn't anything happening. Scott Steiner hasn't threatened to kill or killed anybody. Hulk Hogan hasn't called anybody, dropped any N-bombs or... Been pretty slow, man. None of our childhood heroes died this week, so that's good.
That's always a plus, yeah.
It is a plus, right? We made it to another episode without somebody I grew up fucking loving dying. The last ones were the toughest ones, too. The Dusty Rhodes and Roddy Piper were like two of my all-time favorites, man. It was tough.
It was a shot in the shorts there, both of them.
Yeah, a shot in the shorties.
Oh, excuse me.
Rando, you attended a house show.
Told you not to tell anybody, man.
Well, just tell these people.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I just thought it was spur of the moment. It was funny because I asked my nephew if he wanted to go with, and he's like, no. I was like, okay.
You're like, I'm going to pay for you,
Yeah.
Nah. It's like, nah, I'm good. Yeah.
So I was like, all right, well, I'll get floor seats. So I got like 6-row floor seats.
How much was it?
It was like $75.
That's pretty intense.
You think so?
Seems like a lot of money to me.
I don't know. It was off on the opposite side of the ramp, so.
You were pretty close, though.
Yeah, it was really close. I don't know. It started out with Barrett and R-Truth.
Oh, that's that old chest.
Yeah, and then what was the next? Oh, the Sasha Banks Bailey. That one was kind of cool.
Yeah, right. That's kind of one thing I've always thought was weird about house shows. And I get it, but it's just weird to go like, this is not canon, Because that's really what you're looking at with a house show is like an uncanon thing. So it's just really weird to me. It's like, and obviously they're working out the match they're going to have tomorrow.
Right, yeah.
But
it's a week before SummerSlam. They got to, yeah.
I mean, I guess you have to do that these days, huh? I don't know. I just don't like that it's completely out of canon like that. It seems weird. Or guys who usually are teaming will wrestle, or it's just like,
Right.
I don't know. Anyway.
Just to get them working,
Right.
But that was all right. And then, what did it go to then? I know I was getting pissed. I was texting you, and I was getting mad because the show was kind of sucking. And what was it? Heath Slater and Jimmy Uso. I was like, oh my god, dude, I need to get out of here. I was seriously getting to that point, You're
like, you only accept Usos if there's two of them. Like, if there's not two of you motherfuckers, get lost.
Uso, it's Usos.
Yeah. But, I mean, goddamn, and I just had a tooth pulled and shit, so, like, my shit was hurting. Here's where my bitches start with how, I don't know if it's how they run their shows. Oh, I'm sorry, it was Zach. It was, I'm sorry. It was, frickin' Adam Rose and Jack Swagger was the next match. And I was like, oh, what the fuck?
You're like, oh, Jack Swagger's a thing.
Yeah, Jack Swagger's still a thing. And then after that, it was Ryback, Miz, and the Big Show. And, that's coming up, too. Isn't that a triple threat match?
Yeah.
At SummerSlam? Yeah. Okay, yeah. That's coming up, too. So
was it a title match?
Yeah, it was a title match. They billed it as a title match. So, I'm like, what the fuck here?
Yeah, I wonder if the belt will change hands.
Yeah, at a house show, that'd be rad.
Stupid.
Be awesome.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't know about house shows. I don't ever question, like, do they really make enough money on, that it's fucking worth doing?
There's a lot of people there. I mean, this wasn't a great big venue. It was probably like the size of the Target Center, but they didn't use any of the upper balcony.
Yeah.
So,
How many
like,
people
they
would
had
you?
all of that curtained off.
How many people would you say?
At this one, it was just like the floor in the bottom risers, and I'd probably say like I don't know, like Civic Center's 8,000, 7,000, something like that.
No,
Yeah.
that place is that much full.
Yeah, but no, I'm saying like Civic Center, like that's how many people were there because their risers were way more spread out. It was a brand new deal. It's made for it's like. Where the complex in Sioux Falls, they have a minor league baseball team playing there, and they also have it's built for like a minor league team. They have one of those divisional NBA teams down there too, or not developmental NBA teams down there. So I mean, it's pretty good size. If they opened up the upper level, it'd be a 16,000.
What?
But yeah, I don't know.
I'm gonna look that shit up. 8,000 people at a house show seems fucking crazy.
I don't know. It was full.
Because I went to a house show here.
I don't know. I'm bad at guessing that sort of thing, though. So.
Yeah, I went to a house show here in like 2000. I don't know, 2003 maybe, 3 or 4. I don't know. And there was not a lot of people there. There was maybe fucking 1,500 people, 1,000 people maybe. And that was, I mean, what kind of production did it have? The one I went to in like 03 had shit. No ramp, no anything, dude. Like, no lights, really. They came down with, like, a little spotlight out from behind a curtain. I mean, there was nothing to it at all.
There was the scoreboard from the hockey arena that was hanging overhead with the big screens on it. Then they had, like, two big screens at the beginning of the ramp. And they had smoke. No fireworks, but just smoke.
But they had a ramp and lights and shit.
Some lights.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It was, and I don't know. It was like, so, like, the medication I was on for after having my tooth pulled, and it required me to drink a lot of water. So I went to go get a bottle of water at this place. Now, I think this is WWE. I don't think this is the venue. But I went to go get a water, and they poured it in a cup for me. In a big glass, a big plastic cup. I'm like, can I just have it? I was just like pointed at their, a fridge sitting there full of Aquafina bottles. And I'm like, can I just have it in a bottle? And they're like, no, the people putting it on don't want us to give out the bottles. As I look over to the guy to my left, they're pushing over 4 unopened cans of beer to this guy. I'm like, what the fuck?
What?
Yeah, I'm like, you're giving drunk people, like, death grenades here. You don't think, like, they get pissed that's not going in the ring? I can't have a fucking water bottle? What in the fuck is this?
What the fuck is that? Stupid, man.
Yeah, I was just like, what kind of logic is that? You just handed out 4 potential death grenades. Those are going to do, an aluminum can full of beer is going to do way more fucking damage than a bottle of water.
Yeah, I don't get it, man. That's weird.
That's going to cut, if you throw that hard enough, it can explode in somebody's face. It can cut, it can be bad news.
Some motherfucker throws a plastic money in the bank case at Roman Reigns, and then motherfucker can't drink a bottle of water.
Yeah, you motherfucker can't have a bottle of water. Too bad I couldn't drink beer that night, because I was, I could have had a beer.
As much as I would usually support throwing things at Robot Reigns. Kind of fucked you there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, overall, how did you feel about there was other matches, or what?
There was a few other matches, but the Lucha Dragons one was cool, I thought. Dragons against Ascension. And there was...
the Faces of Queer were there, huh?
Yeah, the Faces of Queer were there. Yeah, got to see the Faces of Queer. They were even on my side there, so... what was the other one? I think it was just a main event then, which was Wyatt and Reigns, which was in a hardcore no disqualification match. So that
was fucking weird. You were like posting like kendo sticks and shit. I was like, wow,
like kendo sticks and tables, and the stairs came up. The bottom of the stairs, the big part of the stairs got used.
I was like saying, isn't that crazy that like you went to this on what? Right before Raw, right?
Yeah, it was
Saturday.
Saturday, yep.
Yeah, so a week and a day away from your pay-per-view, you got these guys like putting each other through tables and shit.
Oh yeah, it was awesome.
That doesn't seem like a good idea.
It was a kick-ass match, and then Harper interfered. That was the only interference, only run-in of the night. So
at least you got something for your fucking money.
Yeah, I mean, the main event was rad. And another thing, I don't know if this was venue, and I don't know if this was WWE just being lazy, but they didn't drop the lights for Bray Wyatt when he came out. Yeah, they didn't drop the lights for him. So
it's like, well, his entrance is just lame, though.
With lights on, yeah.
No Ambrose or anything like that, huh?
No Ambrose, nope.
How long was the show?
2 hours, about 2 hours, 15 minutes. Sorry, I got a cough drop.
That's something I didn't realize that they do is they actually split the roster up. So they'll do simultaneous dates. So like there was a house show in Fargo, and there was also a house show in, I want to say, it was in Michigan.
Well, Fargo was the next day.
Yep. And then like half the roster, I think the people that were at your show, Rando, were the ones that went to Fargo, and then there was like the other half of the roster that was wrestling in, like I said, Michigan or someplace like that.
Yeah.
On the same day. So then they must just converge at Raw or whatever the taped event is.
Yeah. Well, it's a solid idea. And they want to do that with NXT. I think they want to get that out as like another brand for touring. So, yeah, I guess. But, I mean, that doesn't sound like $75 to me seems really fucking steep. I mean, I'm sure the generals were a lot cheaper, but
they were like $15 for the general. And it wouldn't have been a bad seat in the whole house.
Right.
I would have rather been
$15,
away,
$20, you know, shit. I might go check that out. That's, you know, just for something to do, but
lots of kids. There's lots of kids.
Ugh.
My event was called WWE Live or something like that is all it was.
Like, this is so shitty, we're not even going to tape it.
Nope. You get a pre-recorded message from Triple H at the beginning of it.
Oh yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, yeah.
That was worth $75 right there.
Welcome,
WWE Universe
Live. I fucking hate that guy. And not like he's a heel, I'm supposed to not like him, I don't like him. Like, no, I fucking hate that guy.
As a person, as a human being,
as a person.
I hate your guts.
Paul Levesque, you and your bitch wife. Fuck you.
That's right.
Fuck both you. Well, that's so, yeah. All right, well. I haven't been to a house show in a long time, so it's good to have a fucking first-hand report. Taylor, you went to Raw, yeah?
Raw, yes I did.
Raw is live. We're talking about, I guess I forgot to mention, too, like, kind of, your history as a wrestling fan and shit, man.
Yeah, so I was big into it when I was a kid, like during the Attitude Era. That was like, those were my wrestlers. I probably don't go as far back as you guys do, but
how old are you? Are you a kid at that time?
27.
Oh yeah, okay.
So like the Attitude Era, that was like when I started watching it, and then got into like middle school and high school, and I'm like, not gonna watch that anymore. Then when they started with the WWE Network, it's like, I'll check that out, see what that's all about. Something to do with my bros.
Yeah,
Sundays. So, yeah.
That's the thing. It's brought, and I don't know if they're aware of that. I don't know if WWE is aware, like, how many old people, kind of older fans it brought back. Like, because, you know, when I got the WWE Network right away when it came out, I was like, fuck yeah, I'm in for that. Because I like the old shit. But then you kind of start watching, and I was like, well, the pay-per-view's free, so I'll watch that. And then I kind of started watching it again after that. But, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, it's just so no, like, old school Hulkamania childhood memories or any of that, huh?
Not really, no.
That's interesting. Okay. Different generation of fan right there. Did you watch WCW and shit at the time or no?
I was staunch against it. You know, I was a Raw boy. I wasn't a Nitro boy. So
those are both sound really gay. I was a Raw boy, not a Nitro boy. I don't want to be either of those. Oh, yeah. All right. Yeah, so that's interesting. And, yeah, so that's the thing is, when you come back to it, no matter what era you were a fan of, it's like, oh, this is where this is at. I don't know if it's as bad as it's been. because I remember like kind of dropping in on it here and there throughout the years. Because like I still watched Ring of Honor, and I'd still watch like Japanese shit, and so I did keep watching wrestling, just not WWE. But yeah, I mean, I would drop in on occasion, and it was really, really bad. It's really bad now, I still say, but I still say the product's probably as bad, almost as bad as it's ever been as far as WWE goes. But yeah, the network, that's crazy how it brings people back in. So you went to Raw? Did you pay a lot of money to go to Raw, or what?
We were on the lower deck, and I think they were $60 a ticket. And
that's not bad.
And they were, it was through the resale. I think it was StubHub we went through.
Okay.
But yeah, it was the seats were not bad actually for what we paid for. I was expecting to be a lot higher up. It's like, whoa, wait, we're still going down. Nice. Yeah, it was. I'd probably do it again. But yeah, there are certain aspects of it that were shitty. I would say, like advertising, like holy shit, like you would not believe just like obviously when they go to commercial break on TV, we're going to commercial break, but it's not like it's all WWE shit that they're trying to cram down your throat. It's not like, oh, here's Gatorade. No, it's all WWE toys, action figures. Oh my god, how many WWE Network plugs were there? It was crazy.
Oh god, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and then there were I guess they weren't dark matches. There were two at the beginning. It was Superstars, I guess.
Oh, they just taped some shit for Superstars, huh?
Yeah, because who was it that came out? It was Brian Saxton, Uso, and who's the other guy?
Oh,
I don't know.
Some other jabroni.
Yeah, they came out. They did some commentary for who was the first match? I want to say, it was Adam Rose and Axel, Curtis Axel. They did. It was all right.
As fucking Axelmania or no?
No, just as Curtis Axel, which I was a little disappointed for. I thought they were going to continue the gimmick, but I guess not, which kind of sucks because I really like Sandow.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh, you guys aren't doing anything with him now. So
was he anywhere on this or what?
Nope. And then there was a tag team match versus your boys in the Ascension and Fandango.
The faces of queer, please.
Yes.
Versus Fandango and R-Truth. They had a match together.
Oh god.
And it was whatever.
That's the thing. You didn't see Damian Sandow either, did you, Rando?
No, I didn't. That's
the thing. He's nowhere, dude. He's nowhere. He's not on like the shows. I don't know where the fuck the guy's at.
Huh.
That's so crazy. That's the thing with like we talk about Jack Swagger, and I'm like, I don't watch any of the other shows, but I happened to see a little SmackDown, and I was like, holy fuck! I had seriously forgotten about Jack Swagger. Like I forgot that he was even a thing.
I liked him when he was with Zeb Coulter. Like I kind of liked his "get out of our country" thing he was doing. I thought that was all right, but then they just kind of stopped with that. It's like, okay.
He still kind of does. He comes out, does the "We the People" thing, right?
He did that chant at the house show. Yep.
They've given up completely on that guy, huh? I wonder what the fuck he did, because that's buried on a colossal level.
Yeah.
Because I thought his gimmick was. I mean, it was entertaining at least. Like when he was doing that with Zeb Coulter, I thought the gimmick I thought was entertaining. But then they just we're not doing that anymore.
Underutilized as fuck.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean that was probably a pretty long show if he had, because Raw. That's the thing. Like I love how Raw. The last pay-per-view was like 2 hours and 40 minutes. I'm like, okay, but Raw can never fit in 3 hours. It's like 3.5 hours.
Yeah.
And plus that other shit. I mean, you were probably there for a long time, huh?
Oh, we got there at 5. I'd want to say. Let's see. What time? No, we got to the Target Center about 6, and we got seated around 6:30 or so, and then so we were there for 6:30, 7:30, 8:30, 9:30, 10:30, 11. I mean, we probably got out of the parking garage, if you want to consider that, like around 11:30. So
because they do shit after the show goes off the air too, don't they? They usually do like some kind of a big match after that.
Sometimes they do, but this time they didn't because it was Brock Lesnar's homecoming or whatever. So Brock said a few words after the show, thanked everybody, and that was about it.
He grunted into a microphone.
Pretty much. Yep.
Like a fucking gorilla.
That was about it. So yeah, then then there was that first match, that tag match that was. I mean, they got Raw. They got to fit in as many of their big superstars as possible. So it's what kind of 6, 10, 20 man tag match are we doing this week? So
5-guy tag match.
Right.
So there's that. That was whatever. But I guess the part that really pissed a lot of people off was that second to last match. Or no, it wasn't the second. It was the I guess that was billed as the main event was the Divas match, Nikki Bella versus Sasha Banks, and it was terrible. It was so bad, and the missed spots that were done, the just overall just how boring it was. People were chanting all over us like this is awful. Then finally people started chanting, "We want Lesnar." Okay, and then I was reading about Mick Foley. I guess got all butthurt about it because he's like, we have this Divas Revolution, and then 5 weeks later we have this. It's like, well, he said, I'm offended by this. And I'm like, well, I'm offended as a fan because I paid $60 a seat to watch this main event. I mean, this is a bunch of bullshit. This is a terrible freaking match. I mean, Divas aside. I mean, because earlier in the night it was Becky Lynch and Tamina. I think the big bitch. And that was a decent match.
Becky Lynch, that big bitch.
Exactly. So they had as far as Divas matches go, I mean, I wasn't bored by it at all, but people were all butthurt about people should not be chanting that. Well, the Divas are trying to have a revolution. Like, frig off. Put on an entertaining show, please.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
The Divas Revolution is just like find the hot coat hanger because that shit's been an abortion since the start. Seriously, when Stephanie McMahon came out and introduced the women the way that she did, it was fucking dead on arrival, dude. I said it on this on the show at the time, and it's been exactly what happened, man. It's not anything like you can tweet this #Divas Revolution. It's not a revolution at all. It's garbage. You're ruining these fucking girls. You're putting them in these stupid teams that makes no sense. All you're doing is causing a distraction to keep the belt on Bella, so that she can surpass AJ Lee.
Exactly.
It's stupid. Bitch doesn't defend the belt ever, and they're like, oh, watch this instead. And like I said, again, a good worker like Charlotte or something who had a stinker on SmackDown like last week.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Terrible. Like, it wasn't drizzling shits. It was like full on fucking downpour shits. Where like the match just stopped early and Naomi fucking was like yelled at her in the ring. You could see her yelling, I guess people said. So she was pissed. But I guess it was terrible. So maybe Charlotte's not as great as I thought either.
Yeah. Well, I mean, like, I don't know, like, and part of it too, I think, would be like, quit calling it the Divas division. Like, don't call it Divas. Like, and like that's I guess part of their drama fest that they put on the E Network or whatever for their bullshit reality show. But it's just like why don't you call it like the Women's Championship like it used to be called, or like why don't you give it some legitimacy instead of calling them basically bitchy little girls? It doesn't make any sense.
The belt has a fucking pink butterfly and like pink jewels. Get the fuck out of here with that shit.
Right?
Yeah, I don't get it. But yeah, that was
forever. Yeah.
And then a bunch of other stuff happened.
Other stuff.
And then of course Paul Heyman. He always cuts a good promo, so that was entertaining to watch.
I agree. I thought it was really good.
And then of course Undertaker comes out and kicks him in the balls and gets booed, which everybody was really surprised about that too. It's like Undertaker's getting booed in 2015. It's like, well, I think they're kind of playing him as the heel, but maybe not. I don't know. That's how I'm kind of seeing it. But
I think it seemed that way. But I mean, really, maybe people are just smart enough to know, like, we've seen you wrestle it lately, and it sucks dicks.
Yeah,
because it does.
It was because I think when I got the WWE Network, it was the pay-per-view right after. So it'd been the month after Brock defeated the Streak, and I'm like, oh, I got to watch that match to see what all the hype was about, and I was sorely disappointed watching that match. It was just like, God, he is old. God, this is terrible. Slow match.
And then him at oh my God, him and Wyatt at fucking Mania. Like,
oh man, I feel
the way about him. Like I was talking about it back during my dead period. A friend of ours, a mutual friend, who was like, "I'm getting WrestleMania. You want to come over?" Like, what? Okay, dude. I haven't watched wrestling, but I'll come over. And I should look up what year it was actually. But Undertaker had a match on Mania that year, of course. And even then, I was talking shit on this guy. I'm like, this guy should be retired. He's got fake fucking hips. He sucks. He can't fucking move. And this is like a decade ago already, or 8 years ago or something. You know? It was like maybe the first Money in the Bank or something. Like, dude, it had to be. Maybe it was at least 2010 or 9, something like that. And God, he's been bad for a long time.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think they want to let that, die. He's supposed to be, eternal, but it's just like, man, he's old as shit.
Yeah, and I've never been a big, that's one thing like WWE fans is like, he's the Undertaker, like he's the shit, and I'm like,
I'll give it to him in his prime, but yeah, nowadays it's just like I can't believe he's, and it's funny too is I'll hear a lot of people say, well, he's in the best shape of his life, and it's like, really?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yeah. Nah,
obviously, you didn't see him wrestle 20 years ago.
Yeah, dude. Fuck, he's been around forever. So many of those guys. I mean, just general things from this show. Yeah, I thought that women's match is terrible. Of course, there was still the usual, which doing this, I've noticed there's 7 matches every Raw. That's it. No more, no less. Always 7.
Yep.
It's such a fucking formula.
God, they started the whole thing off, but it was just a huge promo for SummerSlam. It was like, Jesus Christ, can we get on with this? It was the Authority that came out and just went on and on and on. It's like everybody knows who's wrestling. But Ziggler came back that night too. That was kind of I like Dolph Ziggler. I hate what they're doing with the Lana and the fake Lana. It's just like that needs to go away. But
we're in agreement.
Yeah,
I mean, I do like Rusev. I think he's a funny character, and I think he would do well as a heel if it wasn't for this like bullshit women thing. I don't know.
This is about the worst fucking angle ever. I think this is the worst angle going right now. Yeah, I mean, I would say.
Yeah. Yep.
It's shit on the stick.
I mean, here former Intercontinental Champion is fighting over a woman. It's just like, okay.
Yeah.
I think everybody's a former Intercontinental Champion at this point. Seriously.
That's true.
Seriously, like every guy who comes out like former Intercontinental, like, oh, that belt really hasn't met. That's why you're trying to fucking rehab that belt, because you fucking had, even like Curtis Axel, I think, was Intercontinental Champion. They say, and I mean, everybody, Kofi Kingston probably, which I actually like Kofi Kingston, but when everybody's had the belt, then what the fuck is the point, And dude, yeah. So the Authority was like face this week, I guess. I'm trying to be face.
Yep, this week.
I just hate it. Like, I want them to go away. I don't want to see either of those people on camera anymore. It's just like, go the fuck away. Go do your jobs in the back and just like go away, please. Like, just get off of the show. I feel that way about Big Show too.
Oh,
I guess after this show, he was I don't know where he was this week, but I heard he was saying that he's probably going to take some time away, and it seems like he's been around a lot and this and that, and he's been here too long as far as like always present. So I don't know. It's like, yeah, dude, people want you to retire because they're sick of seeing you and you can't move anymore. Yeah. Well, it's the big slow. I think that they need to replace that with tubas, dude.
Business promo this week was pretty funny. That I got a good laugh out of.
Which one?
Biz was talking about how Big Show is only good for blocking light and closing down catering at the movie sets or whatever. That's pretty funny.
Oh yeah.
Got a good laugh out of that.
Good work on the John Cena chant, though.
Yeah, well done, Minneapolis.
Oh man. Well, that was the thing. I messaged you and I was like, "Hey, what'd you hear? Because like it was so loud in there, and I couldn't hear over my own booing and my own chanting. So it was like I was really curious just to see what it was like. But I don't think he was really appreciative of the crowd. You know, he didn't. And maybe it was all part of the work. I don't know. But like,
I don't know. Yeah, he seemed pretty angry.
He seemed pissed.
But I hate that motherfucker. But he actually fucking did a really good promo in the ring. I'm like, God damn.
Yeah, it was good.
I hate you, but fuck, that was a pretty good promo.
That was
even Rollins is up to that point. It was good.
I thought Rollins was fucking finally.
His was great too.
A decent fucking promo, but you know, I don't need contract signings anymore. Could fuck off with that.
Yeah.
But I guess, you know, it's just a crutch. The contract signing thing is just a crutch. It's something that they just like, oh, this makes it easy. We can just, you know.
Well, they can also put him on the bill then, technically. You know, they want to get him on TV at least a little bit.
Right.
Yeah, I guess. Better than him coming out and talking for 20 minutes.
I suppose.
And dude, I still hope for it. One day, I swear. Just one day, just start Raw with a fucking match. God damn it. Just... it kills me every week, dude. The like super long monologue. It's fucking bad. I hate it.
20 minutes at least every Raw.
It just sucks. Yeah,
at
it's
least 20 minutes every one, man.
Like Seth Rollins or John Cena. Blah blah blah. The fuck, man. There's no need for that shit. You watch old episodes of Nitro, man. That shit fucking gets right into the action. It's action-packed action.
Action-packed, non-stop action. Packed with action.
Let's take that from world famous fucking flea market.
I was thinking about
a whole lot of action-packed action right here.
T-shirt. That was pretty funny.
Yeah, they have an action-packed action shirt that looks like a Piper shirt. It's
awesome.
This is full of action-packed action. Yeah, and you know that fucking Rusev and Mark Henry. Oh my god.
My brother, he was chanting sexual chocolate. There was a few of those chants going on. I was like, oh man, we're gonna get taken out by security. Yeah, we don't want people to remember that part of history, buddy.
It's like Nazi Germany over there.
They do. They run shit like fucking Nazi Germany.
They do.
Remember back in the day when you could get in with like super offensive signs on Raw? Like crazy signs, dude.
There was one a couple of weeks ago. It was Chris Benoit. I don't know if you saw that.
Oh no!
It was Crispin and then WHA Chris Benoit. And he got it on TV. I was really surprised that security didn't try to take that one away.
It's awesome. That's awesome. He probably hit it in his ass. Get in there. They really don't like when you talk about Chris Benoit.
Nope, they don't like that shit. So,
but yeah, this whole Stardust thing, I don't get either. Although I do like his promos. Like, I like Stardust, but I don't really know.
Well, then they got teamed up with Barrett. It's like, come on. I mean, I like Barrett, but the King Barrett stuff is just like, how long are you gonna?
Dude, that's what we always say.
Now he's the Cosmic King.
It's just like,
get a new cape.
Oh, it's like, really? I just can't believe they're going to run the... how long can you do that? I mean...
Till next year when someone else adopts a shitty-ass King gimmick.
Well, maybe they're trying to rein in the new Jerry the King Lawler. Who knows? Bad news Barrett.
No. He won't be a king next year because someone else has to be king. That's how that works?
Maybe they'll be...
I can't believe that they still... they bring that King of the Ring, and I'm like, please tell me you're not going to make the person who wins a king. God damn. I gave you way too much credit, didn't I?
Yep.
I thought way too much. Yeah, I thought Raw was... I never enjoyed Raw, really, so... I guess it wasn't as bad as it could have been. So that's about as close as it gets to a positive review from me.
Yeah, the next live event I go to, hopefully it'll be maybe like a pay-per-view. I think that'd be fun to go to.
Yeah, pay-per-view would be all right.
Maybe actual wrestling,
Sounds like Minneapolis has a shot at getting Mania next year.
That's what I heard. Yeah,
with the new stadium. Yep,
that'd be all right.
That stadium's pretty fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, for a shitty football team.
They're hoping it. They're hoping
shittiest team.
They're hoping it will inject some sort of hope into the people and into the team.
Are you a fan?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, I would say. I mean, I guess I'm not a diehard Vikings fan. Like, I won't say that they're the best or anything, but yes,
Yeah.
I guess you could say I'm a fan.
I understand why people are from around here are Vikings fans, and I hope that people who are Vikings fans understand why the rest of us have to hate them. You know,
That's right.
I get it. I understand.
I don't even have a team in the division, and I still hate the fucking Vikings fans.
I don't
And not
have a
all
team,
of them, obviously, but
Don't even have a team in their conference.
no, yeah, exactly. We're both on fucking AFC, man, but yeah, I still hate them. It's like seriously, I'm petty as shit. Like if the Browns lose, I'm like fuck. But then at least if I can come, like the late game is the Vikings getting their asses kicked, I'm like halfway win.
Halfway.
It's like today was like a 50% win for me, so it'll redeem my day. Especially if I'm out driving and I can hear Paul Allen on AM radio being just a fucking little depressed bitch when they're losing.
Yeah. I don't like Paul Allen.
I hate Paul Allen. You listen to this, Paul Allen? Fuck you. Who else did I want to say fuck you to this week? I don't know. That should be a segment on here, huh? This week on Jim Says Fuck You To.
Donald Trump.
Yeah, just like, fuck you, Donald Trump. Fuck you, Stephanie McMahon. So yeah, that's Raw. NXT, dude, remember when we would talk about NXT and it would be really good? And not anymore.
Yeah, not anymore. Yeah, those days are behind us.
Just squash matches, the whole show, squash.
Yep.
Squash after squash after squash. And this is not even entertaining, dude. I thought it was a really garbage show.
Well, it was. It's funny you think that because that's what it was.
Tyler Breeze squashes a guy in like no time. You know what?
What is with that guy? I don't see the big deal with that guy.
He's been in developmental for fucking ever, and they're like, we just got to get him out of here. So I think they're just gonna force him up. I don't know. I don't think it's. I mean, like in ring, I think he's fine and shit, but I don't think that gimmick is anything. I think that's a Fandango or Adam Rose level gimmick. It's shit. It's a WWE
Yeah,
gimmick.
that's what I'm saying, man.
Yeah, it's
slap
shit.
that on him.
I never knew why they started it, you know? Like, if I was sitting in a room and someone's like, here's the idea, they're like, that's shit. No, dude,
That's a bad idea.
don't even go for it. Don't even
Get a
start.
better one. Get a better idea.
Same thing with Adam Rose. It's like, don't even start, because it's not, you can just see it, right? Am I crazy? It's like, you just see, like, that's not going anywhere.
Did you like his Kruger gimmick? Did you care for that?
Yeah, I thought it was all right. I mean, I actually didn't mind the Adam Rose thing, but really. But the shit where they get like, whoa, he's feuding with the bunny, obviously that was fucking terrible. But the way that they just ruin these guys, like how is anyone supposed to get behind any guy who loses every single match? You know, same thing with Bo Dallas. They brought Bo Dallas up and it's like, here's this guy, and he loses every match. Same thing, Adam Rose loses every match. So what's the fucking point? Like, how is anyone getting, like, even if you like the guy kind of personality-wise, if he loses every match in, like, fucking a minute, then what are you doing, you know?
Right.
And that's the thing with all these matches, NXT especially, all their other shit too. It's like, why squash this guy? Like, if you want this guy to go over, okay, give him 65, you know, do a 65-35 or a 70-30 match. And, like, give us a match. Don't do a fucking squash. That's garbage. I don't know, because you completely bury the other guy. So how are any of these other guys supposed to get over? I don't get it.
That's got to be like the WWE creative room. It's like that's what they do. It's like who can we bury this week? You know, who's our guy that we can't? He's not going anywhere. Let's just bury this fucking guy.
I mean, as old as the business, it's one of those. It's a weird business where you could probably be the best, and if shit doesn't go your way, you know, there's a lot of variables in wrestling.
Right.
You know, I mean, there's a lot of guys who I could sit here and say, like, oh, this guy was talented as shit, and he never got his due. There's a lot of that. But nowadays, it's really the case. It's like, if you get put in the wrong thing, like that guy who's Fandango, he's a perfectly fine wrestler. He's got a decent, he's got charisma, but that gimmick is shit. and he loses every match in a minute. So what's the fucking point?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like,
I can't understand it.
So that's the thing is there's so much involved there, because you could be amazing at it and get nowhere. You know, look at Ricochet.
Yeah.
Like, in my opinion, like one of the top guys in this country, and WWE looked at him and was like, nope. What? No? Are you out of your fucking minds? Some of the guys that they don't take, it just blows my mind.
Well, then you've got like this, and I'm sure your guys' opinion of this is very low, but the Tough Enough.
Oh God, yeah.
So like, what I'm trying to figure out is like, what happens with these individuals like once they win the competition? Do they go to like the main roster? Are they going to NXT, or what level are they going to?
Oh, they'll go to NXT and they'll be fucking hated in the locker room.
Well, and that's what I'm trying to figure out. And like, at a time when they were like NXT was starting to pick up and get momentum, it's like, hey, they were coming out with Tough Enough. It's like, what the hell would you come out with Tough Enough for? You have NXT. You have like wrestlers that are working, and now you have like this reality TV bullshit. I can't understand that for the life of me.
If they would have got like kind of lower indie level guys, and brought indie dudes on there, that would have been one thing, dude. Okay, okay.
Sure.
But these people can't like that show's not about wrestling. There's no wrestlers on it. It's shit. It's like the worst show I think fucking ever. It's so bad, in my opinion. There's just no point to it at all. Because none of those people can wrestle at all.
They're all green as hell.
At least
all
like the old
yeah.
episodes, like the last time they had that run with Stone Cold as the host. A lot of those guys were indie guys, Some of those dudes had worked. Some of them work in other companies now. like the dude Martin, who works as Marty the Moth now.
Yep.
And Son of Havoc was on that show too. There's a lot of guys who are on Tough Enough who got kicked off, who are amazing now. And where are all the winners of that show?
Well, that's what I was going to say. I don't think there's anybody left.
No.
That's why it's lost a lot too. Is like the guy who won in 2011, the last time they had the show with that big Andy guy. It was garbage anyway. They got rid of the guy who was Marty the Moth in Lucha, and they got rid of the guy who's Son of Havoc, I think, too, on there, and some other chick maybe too. So, but yeah, that guy wins. Never did a thing. Never had a match in a WWE ring, as far as I'm aware.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Never did a single fucking thing. So that's why fans don't even care. They're like, well, nobody who's won that show's done shit.
Like
And these people won't either. I don't really watch. I watched the first couple episodes, and I thought it was so terrible I couldn't watch it. But as far as I understand, people are saying the best people who had a shot at actually being able to work on that show have all been eliminated. They have like a white Roman Reigns. Is he still on there? I saw that guy. He's basically Caucasian Roman Reigns.
Is it okay?
But yeah, that show's bad news, man. They did sign a couple of new guys. I don't know. I don't have their names here. 2 indie guys who are supposed to be pretty good. So they got a lot of guys coming up here. Uha Nation will be debuting on Saturday against Ty Dillinger. I guess what are they calling him? Solomon Cruz? No, not Solomon. Fuck.
Yeah, something Cruz.
Yeah, the fucking from Apollo.
Apollo, yep, Apollo Cruz.
Yeah, the worst fucking name ever. But Uha Nation's a goddamn badass, so hopefully they utilize that guy properly.
They won't. It's WWE. Come on now.
Well, he is black, so he's got a fucking. He's kind of fucked to start in that company. Yeah. Still never had a black champion ever, thanks. This week in WWE racism. The Rock is as close as you get.
I was going to say, wasn't Booker T black?
Yeah, but he was not the world champion.
Not the WWE world champion. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
That's the only one they left that matters anymore now, yeah.
That was he was the WCW champion. And that's the thing that was weird is, you got WWE was out of Connecticut, had that North, very New York sort of idea. And then you had the backwoods, the wrestling. But at least fucking, dude, WCW had the first black world champion in the late 80s when Ron Simmons was the champion?
Yep.
Booker T was the champion. There's a lot of fucking. So it's interesting to me that the Southern Wrestling, it had black champions, but not the New York company. You know, it's kind of weird. Something to consider. I think Uha Nation could be a world champion, but they don't like these indie guys. They get them and they bring them in, kind of just to hoard them. I think just to steal them away from the indies.
Yep.
Keep them from Ring of Honor. You know, keep them from going anywhere else and doing anything.
Well, I mean, there's no other explanation. They don't use them, so.
No, they don't. They bring guys in and have John Cena beat them, and
That's how you do it.
he's beat fucking all the newer guys that have come up.
My question is, why do that? Like, why not put John Cena up against The Undertaker? Why not put him up against Brock? Well, they didn't put him up against Brock Lesnar. Like, that'd make the most sense to me. But no, they just want to make him look like Superman, I guess, against these up and comers.
Everybody,
fucking bullshit.
and that's the thing that's so dumb. He's 38 years old, right?
Yeah.
And that's they're fucking themselves because they're not jumping off. They need to be getting like guys like the Giants, Mark Henry, John Cena, all those fucking guys. Sheamus should piss off too. You should be using those guys to fucking build these next guys. Cena's done. Like, stop. You need to let go of that and grab something else. And they're just too pussy to do it. Their company has no balls at all.
Well, they make a lot of money, I'm sure.
And it's just Cena doesn't need. I think he's done. Like, to me, it's like you can still wrestle and shit, but like creatively, you're done. Can't people creatively be done in this? You know, I guess not, right? Big Show's been there for 20 fucking years. I just think there's like a thing where it's like at some point, like we have nothing else to really do, man. Like, what else are we gonna do with you?
We're gonna bury all of these up and comers.
Yeah,
that's what we're gonna do. We're going up against Kevin Owens and Bray Wyatt.
They showed that they had no fucking balls whatsoever when they didn't put the fucking belt on Owens. Honestly.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
They're like, in case you thought we had balls, nope. Spoiler, we don't.
I mean, the guy that I felt bad for was Bray Wyatt because he went into that. He went into the John Cena feud. John Cena went on top, of course. And then right after that, he went and was cutting those awesome promos before WrestleMania last year with Undertaker, who wasn't there. So it was all on him. And then they fucking bury him under the Undertaker. It's just like, what the hell? I mean,
he also lost to Cena like 2 pay-per-views before that.
Yep.
That's what I'm saying. Like, you have one of the most interesting characters that you've ever developed, and you're just not doing anything. I can't understand it for the life of me.
You are in agreement, like 100% with the ideas of this podcast, sir.
Yes, you are.
The shit you say, I'm like, yep. That's like the established fucking, position of this whole show on all these things. Oh my god, it's bad. But, and then the NXT, like I said, even they had that. They had some multi-tag matches. I mean, really nothing happened on this show. Basically just really setting up the event this week. The Ass Fuck Twins beat Fulton and Dawkins in a non-title match. I actually kind of like fucking Fulton and Dawkins. It's kind of just 2 bruiser guys, no real personality. Pretty good. I kind of like that they don't have a gimmick. Because, if you had a gimmick, like, you could be the Ass Fuck Twins. And those guys suck. They got to get those belts off those guys.
Yeah, they do.
They're terrible.
In a hurry. Do something.
I can't believe they put them on them to start with. I think they're terrible, those guys. Baron Corbin and Joe, I guess, are going to be wrestling. And Baron Corbin's the fucking worst, man. The crowd just chants boring while he squashes guys. It's so fun. The crowd is so not even into it. They're like, oh, he's a heel. He's getting over. Like, no, he's not. Nobody likes this.
Yep, they genuinely do not like this guy.
That's the thing with that. That's so crazy. Like, WWE really just doesn't understand anything. I watch things and I know how it is, and I know how they think it is immediately. Like, you see things happening on the show, and you're like, I bet they think this, and they're so lost all the time on shit. And yeah, that guy sucks. And then at the end of the show, Owens did an awesome fucking promo. He proved that he can get up a ladder, so that ups my interest here. Like, he can get up a ladder, so that, makes the match seem a little more intense.
I wonder what they're planning on. Like, that just really surprises me that they're going to put Kevin Owens up against. I mean, obviously, Finn's going to win.
Oh, so, I don't know. They might put the belt back on Owens and move Balor up to the main card and just kind of do stuff like that. I could see that. Where they kind of move Owens. Owens will still probably pop around back and forth. But I could see Balor going up then. Because I think they already have big plans for him. So Owens might fucking cheat for the win or something. I don't know. I wouldn't rule out Owens having the belt, dude.
That would surprise me. It would.
That would surprise me as well.
Really?
Yep.
Because then it really kind of ruins Owens. Like, okay, he lost to Cena, and now he lost to fucking Balor twice.
Go back to ROA.
Yeah.
ROH. Get back there.
I'd be alright with that.
Yeah, me too.
I think he's great, man. The promos that guy gives are fucking great.
He is good. I love Kevin Owens.
And he's good in the ring, too, for a chubby guy.
For sure.
And that's the thing I just like, too, is just chubby guys. Like, I always like fat wrestlers. Being a fat kid. One of those, Bam Bam Bigelow is fucking awesome.
Vader!
And Vader. Fuck yeah, Vader's one of my favorites of all time. Absolutely. Ring of Honor this week, dude. I was stoked. Silas Young and Dalton Castle to start the fucking show.
I liked it. It was awesome.
I've been loving this angle between those guys.
Dalton Castle's. I like his gimmick. It's creepy. It's funny. It makes you laugh. It's a good.
That T-shirt commercial, that new T-shirt commercial they have with him is so great, man.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
fuck. That shit was good.
So Silas challenged him to another match, and if he wins, he gets Castle's boys, so they could make them men. It's like you have this character, Dalton Castle is the kind of, questionably sexual character, and Silas Young is the last real man. But seeing him in the ring shirtless and mustachioed, saying, "I'm going to win those boys," it made him kind of a gay character, too. And I was like, this whole thing is weird. I'm going to make them men by fucking their mouths.
That's what WWE needs, man.
Dalton Castle's great, man.
Oh, shit, that shit was funny. I like that.
I love that angle, though.
It's to keep the boys, huh?
Yeah.
So I thought they were having a match coming up. I thought they were going to be, because they have a pay-per-view or something coming, don't they?
Yeah, Field of Honor.
Field of Honor.
Saturday. Yeah, this Saturday the 22nd.
Oh, jeez.
And that's why they added that NXT show. They added the NXT so they could try to fuck.
Oh, so they could bury a Ring of Honor. Okay.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, they like that shit.
What a bunch of dicks.
That's why I said the 13,000 of you who bought tickets to NXT instead of Ring of Honor. Good luck washing the blood of professional wrestling off your hands.
Yeah.
Because you're part of the problem. Sorry. I'm sorry. But you are. Yeah, that Ring of Honor show has, tons of Japanese guys on it, too. All the fucking good guys. It's going to be a way better show. I wish I was watching that tomorrow, actually. But, well, whatever. What are you going to do? And then, the main event on the show, Young Bucks and RPG Vice. I fucking like the Young Bucks, and a lot of people like to shit on them for their ridiculous spot monkey tactics, but
yeah,
I don't even care. They are kind of, I can see how that pisses off old-timers, A lot of old-time people fucking hate those guys, and I can see it, but I like it. I like fucking spot fests. I don't care. I admit that. It's like Alcoholics Anonymous. Like, hi, my name is Jim. And I like spot fests. Guilty. That was your Ring of Honor. That was a good show again.
Only 2 matches, but it was good.
No, there was another match in there. I don't know. I skipped it.
Oh, was there?
Yeah.
I only remember 2 matches.
Exactly. That's why I skipped it.
Oh, okay.
I was like, I read it and I was like, I don't even know what this was. Fuck it.
Huh.
But yeah, without Lucha Underground, Ring of Honor is like the saving grace for me. That like, WCWC, we've been watching that still. That's a great weekly show. Coming up the 25th of August, our friends at Fully Loaded Wrestling will be having their weekly YouTube show as well. So that'll be worth checking out.
Yeah, well.
If your indie fed puts on a weekly show on YouTube, like I will watch that shit.
Yeah.
I watched that at West Side Connection shit from Germany. Now they have English. I used to watch it in German, but now they have English overdubs. So I've been watching that shit. That's just not bad. From Germany.
Huh.
It's pretty good. They kind of have some some bigger names. Like Chris Hero went through there recently, and
Okay.
some bigger indie names will wrestle over there. It's pretty good shit. It's not bad. Like I said, just put an hour-long show on the YouTube, and I'm all about it, and I love that shit. I saw Booker T's promotion has like a TV deal, a local TV deal. Maybe they'll put that show on YouTube too. He runs a promotion in Texas. I don't know.
Oh, does he? Okay. I didn't know that.
No. Oh, so you want to preview this NXT card and the SummerSlam or what?
I guess we're gonna have to.
It's so WWE heavy right now.
I know everything's WWE.
Lucha Underground is off for the season break, and did you watch any of that, Taylor?
I don't know.
You didn't?
Who does Rey Mysterio wrestle with right now?
Well, he's wrestling with AAA.
Yeah, he's
AAA?
Yeah.
I try to catch Botchamania every week,
Yeah.
and they were talking about wherever he was wrestling.
AAA?
Yeah, must have been. They had a bunch of technical difficulties. And
I haven't seen
it. Was a big shit show.
I haven't watched the new Botchamania, but yeah, I talked about that last week on the show. AAA, Triple Mania 23. Yeah. It was
pretty awful, yeah.
It was pretty awful.
I understand.
Because I'm a fan of AAA, and I've watched a lot of it. And the thing that's funny is Triple Mania 1 from 1994 or 3 is perfect production. So somehow in 2015 it's shit.
It's garbage, yeah.
Lucha Underground is a great show that not a lot of people have gotten in on yet, but it's on El Rey Network, and it's the greatest wrestling ever.
You've asked me about it. I checked it out maybe once or twice, but
a lot of it's on YouTube, worth watching.
Oh yeah,
because they film all the backstage stuff, like a kung fu movie or a grindhouse movie.
Nice.
People have superpowers. Everyone's kind of like a fucking superhero on that show. There's a dragon. There's a dude from outer space.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
People get killed.
Yeah,
it's straight murdered on that show.
Eaten by freaking monsters and
one dude was fed to a fucking creature that's in a cage in the basement. Tons of blood sprays back on the people standing there and shit. This is a wrestling show, dude. It's fucking great.
WWE back in the day wasn't that far off when they were, killing off parents and driving monster trucks over cars and blowing cars up.
But they would have never done shit like this. Where the people who've died on this year, somebody got like I said, eaten by a fucking creature, and a bucket of blood goes spraying on everybody. Or another person was killed by a crazy spine fucking break and breaking people's spines and killing them. It's a fucking crazy show. It's worth watching. They had a fucking match on their season finale with there had light tubes in there, flaming fucking tables. It was crazy. It was great. Sorry, we can't. It's off. It's been gone for a couple of weeks, and we're still Lucha.
Yeah, we just can't let. Yeah, we can't let it go.
Can't let it go.
No.
I think it's the best wrestling product ever.
Oh, it most certainly is. It was a highlight of my week.
Yeah, it's worth fucking talking about. God damn it! I had the card for this, and now I don't have the card for this because I accidentally closed it. So
I'm trying to get it up here on my end.
Oh, that's shitty. 5-star podcast.
That's right, 5-star. Okay.
Oh, that's funny. You can bet on this shit. I still think that's funny.
You can bet on it? Why would
Oh,
you
yeah.
want to? Oh, that's terrible. That's a terrible idea.
You can. Okay, here we go. All right. So they'll be recording, I guess, for this. They're going to be recording for the next week's episodes and 2 weeks episodes before this pay-per-view goes live.
Okay.
So I don't know, some of the matches they advertise for next week, they're going to be doing here. So it's kind of dumb. They're going to be recording Apollo Crews versus Ty Dillinger in the pre-show for next week. And then on the live show, he'll face Ty Dillinger in his debut. Yeah, pretty dumb. So yeah, there you go.
That's fucking.
But yeah, the main card that you have on this NXT show, Apollo Crews and Ty Dillinger. So that'll be the debut of Uhaa Nation. I'm still calling him Uhaa. I don't care. That was a way better name. Apollo
Agreed.
Crews. I think that's, that should be pretty interesting. You have Samoa Joe and Baron Corbin. Yeah. Samoa Joe guys, anybody? No?
Eh.
Hasn't done much for you. You watch NXT, right? Yeah.
Well, yeah, and like when he first came back, it was like, oh, all right, let's see what's gonna become of this, and then nothing really ever did.
Right?
It was just sort of like,
Yeah.
okay.
I feel the same way. I was like, wow, he hasn't really shown me anything yet that I'm like impressed by. The Muscle Buster's a pretty cool move, but that's about it. So, I mean, he used to be badass, but I think the most interesting thing on this show is going to be this Liger and Breeze match. I can't believe that Jushin Thunder Liger is going to be wrestling for WWE now that he's fucking old.
Right?
He can still go like a motherfucker, though, but... And then he's going to be on NXT, no less, against Tyler Breeze. Like, I don't understand. I don't know what's going to happen, man. He better not put Breeze over.
They're gonna. You know they are.
I don't know. I don't
Don't
know
kid
about
yourself.
that. I don't know about that. I think even if you have a good competitive match with Jushin Liger and you lose, that does just as much for you, dude. Honestly, you may as well have won. If you can go out and hang with a guy like that, who's like seriously one of the greatest of all time, surprisingly not in our Hall of Fame yet, but will be soon, I'm sure. Even if you fucking have a really competitive good match with them, that's good enough. Not? They better not. Why would he do that? Why would he take one date with WWE to come in and lose to some fucking dude?
Money.
There you go.
I guess, but I feel like the dude wants to protect his legacy.
I hope so. I hope that, yeah.
I mean, when he goes to Ring of Honor and shit, which he was just on Ring of Honor like last month, he didn't fucking lose any of that shit.
No, he didn't. No.
Because he's Jushin Thunder Liger. If I was Breeze, like, you're going to beat him, I'd be like, fuck no, I'm not going to beat him. That's crazy. Like, I respect this business enough too much to fucking do that. So it should be a good match, though. Like, so even though Liger's fucking 50, the guy still is pretty fucking awesome.
Yeah, he can wrestle anywhere yet.
It's
No
pretty
doubt
impressive. A
about it.
lot of guys,
Yep.
not many guys who are 50 can, but he can. This week's Hall of Fame inductee also can at 50.
Yes, he can.
What? I don't know what that is. Versus these white guys who can't do it. Undertaker can't. Sting can't. Who's the
Triple
last?
H can't.
Yeah.
Hogan couldn't.
Flair could.
Flair could, yeah.
I don't know how Flair pulled it off. But yeah, there's not a lot of guys who can be 50 years old and actually be good in the fucking ring. Jushin Thunder Liger's one of them. We have the Ass Fuck Twins and the Vaudevillains for the NXT tag belts. I don't know the Vaudevillains. I think that's another one of those gimmicks that just has no real longevity.
I think it's cool. Like when I first saw it, I was like, oh, this is kind of an interesting take on people. But again, they're not going to do anything with it. It's just going to get whatever. It's going to get buried like every other interesting angle. I don't know.
I mean, I do think it's great. Like, what's the one guy? Not Gotch. What's the other guy? Or maybe it is Gotch. I don't know which is which offhand. I'm going to be honest with you. But the one cat comes to the smaller guy. He comes in and does this weird, like, run up the turnbuckle thing that it's just so weird and like old school, you know? Kind of like jumps off of it. Like I fucking love it, man. Like I actually used to really hate that, and I've come around on it. I still think it's pretty decent. I like the old timey sort of thing, but I always thought they should use more old timey moves, you know?
For
Right,
sure.
Right.
Like the old fisticuff thing.
Yeah, exactly. Like, do they do that? They should. Their fists should be like that when they go to fucking. Yeah, exactly. And like the finisher should be something stupid, like a fucking atomic drop or something. You know,
A leg drop. Hey,
the biggest move they do is should be like a fucking body slam. No, maybe not. That'd make it boring if they wrestled all
Right.
old school. But I don't know. I like it actually. I hope they put the belts on them because anything's better than the ass fuck twins.
oh man, getting fucked in the ass is better than the ass fuck twins.
All right, man. I'll take your word for it.
I wouldn't know, I guess.
Sure.
I'm going off an assumption. That's how bad their matches are.
Although they have Alexa Bliss with them, who I think is the hottest of all the women on the WWE payroll.
Agreed.
She's pretty hot. She can't wrestle for shit, though.
No, she's not there to wrestle. You know that. None of them women are there to wrestle. Otherwise, we'd have women's wrestling.
Otherwise, Sarah Del Rey wouldn't be training. She'd be wrestling.
Right.
She should be wrestling, dude. This shit. They're like, oh, we have this woman who's like the best women's wrestler of the last, 10 years. And she could still go, but we have her training people because she doesn't meet our levels of our expectations of attractive. And she's an attractive girl, but she's not like what they like. So she's serious. That's why she's training, dude, is because, like, you don't have to look for it. It's sad.
It is sad.
Sad that I don't know. I guess I don't think some of those chick. Bailey's not a really attractive woman, but she's dressed like a 5-year-old too, so it's hard for me to look at her sexually. If you saw her dressed properly, you'd probably be like, yeah, that's chick's fucking hot. But she's dressed like Punky fucking Brewster.
Right?
It's hard for me as a grown man to be like, to even view her sexually, so. But Sasha Banks and Bailey, I think, that has the potential to be a really good match. Both those chicks can work. Sasha Banks, I think, is probably she might be the best worker of that whole bunch, huh?
Yeah, excuse me. Their house show match was really good, actually.
Yeah.
There were some good spots in that match, yeah. So, let's see what they can do together now that they got some time to mess around.
You think they're going to put the belt on Bailey?
Yeah, I do.
Yeah, I think so.
Just because, she's like, I think she's WWE now, I think they want to pass the torch, so to speak.
She should be the women's champion, not fucking Nikki Bella.
Right.
Absolutely.
I think that's the route they want to go, yeah.
And on NXT, she cut a great promo, man. She's working heel, and she's working pretty good, man. I like it. I think she's better than most of those chicks as far as that chick goes.
Oh, yeah.
So, that's worth something. And then, they have the main event, Balor and Owens ladder match.
When did this become a ladder match? From the beginning or what?
No, like 2 weeks ago.
Oh, okay. I must have missed that.
In storyline, Owens thinks that there might be a Montreal screw job. He even said that.
Did he really?
Yeah, he's like, although it's taking place in New York, there is somebody from Montreal. So there might be a Montreal screw job. I was like, that's pretty awesome. So, because he doesn't want the referee to be, in someone's pocket or this and that.
Okay.
The only way to have it even's a ladder match. But he's going to work 2 nights in a row, man.
Yeah.
He's got a match on Sunday, too. So,
Yep.
that's fucking intense. You imagine him like a ladder match? We have a ladder match on Saturday and then on Sunday. Holy shit, man. That's got to be
intense.
intense.
A 3-way match, doesn't he? Or a tag match or something. On Sunday.
I think it's just
we'll get to
against the
that
start.
in a minute, yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know. You guys are pretty in the Balor. You think they're gonna throw it on Balor?
I do personally, because I don't know. I think they're kind of wondering what to do with. Well, I think a lot of it has to do with depending on what happens with the John Cena match as well, because you've got like, two titles up for grabs there, so they're kind of figuring out how things are gonna
what
play
fucked finish they're gonna use on that.
Yeah,
Exactly.
How they can mess that up.
Exactly.
Oh.
Because I noticed it wasn't a no disqualification match, so yeah, we'll probably be looking at a DQ at some point.
Oh yeah, dude. There's no way they're gonna put 2 belts on either of those guys. I don't see it happening.
Does Kane come
But-
back this week? Does Kane come back with some?
I'm sure he does. I'm sure he
Demon
does.
Kane.
Well,
To help the Undertaker, probably. I don't doubt it, dude. I think this shit's pretty predictable at this point, but we'll see. That's the NXT card. I'm pretty excited to watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be good.
I like the idea of wrestling on Saturday, so that's cool. You know,
even if it is NXT, but yeah.
could be worse. It could be SummerSlam.
It could always get worse.
Yeah.
4 hours because holy fuck, I don't know why.
Because they had to accommodate the Undertaker's ring entrance into it and had to add another hour.
God damn, 4 hours.
Ay.
And I guess there's 10 matches on the card for this. Holy shit.
Yep.
Well, they all better be 40 minutes long then.
I mean, I don't know what kind of bullshit. They're really pumping it up, so I'm expecting some surprises and shit on the show. But I don't know. I guess I haven't heard from it. I haven't really seen anything. Usually we're pretty on point about, hearing about shit, so
Right.
I don't know. I guess I haven't really looked that much into it. I don't really care that much. But, Primetime Players versus New Day, the Lucha Dragons, and Los Jabadoras.
Oh.
Why 4 teams? I don't understand.
I know. Why so many teams?
Why can't there be 2 tag matches on the card?
Yep.
Well, I'm
I
glad
guess
that they're
there
kind
is,
of giving Lucha Dragons and Los Matadores some time because I think those two are great, entertaining people to watch, but
The
they
Lucha
never
Dragons, anyway.
You don't like Los Matadores?
No, they're fucking. They're actually Puerto Rican, but they play Mexicans who are bullfighters, and bullfighters are from fucking Spain.
Right.
So I don't know what the fuck's going on. I thought that was awesome. Like as Titus O'Neil said on commentary on Raw a couple weeks ago, he's like, "Who ever heard of bullfighters from Puerto Rico?" And I was like, "Yes, dude." You're probably gonna get fucking buried for saying that on the air, but thank you, fucking somebody else for saying that. They're fucking from Puerto Rico. I just think that they're such a blah nothing thing. They're not bad in the ring, but they're like the Usos.
Sure.
Like they're perfectly fine, but there's nothing there that's overly good.
Sure,
There's no.
sure.
Yeah.
I mean, we're big I think me and Rando both are. Certainly me, I'm a big fucking fan of lucha. So I like masked Mexican wrestling. That's probably
Sure.
that's actually my favorite shit, probably, of all time. I like Lucha Libre. So 2 dudes, 2 Mexicans in masks. I'm like, yep. Kalisto is fucking great, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
There needs to be a Neville and Kalisto match at some point.
Yes, there needs to be.
I don't know if it'll ever happen, but it needs to happen. Give those two 15 minutes and let them go fucking crazy out there and do crazy backflips over the ropes and shit.
Fuck. The thing with Neville is he just lands everything so perfect every time.
He's good.
Yeah. Up to this day, this Red Arrow, everything he pulls off, he fucking just lands it perfect every time.
Dude's so underutilized, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
He is. Yeah.
Just sad what they haven't buried him, which is cool, but man, he's just could be a lot more than he is.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
I don't know why they don't have a cruiser. I mean, I love the cruiserweight division in WCW.
Yeah,
And
man. I was
WWE
just
too.
gonna say.
The only problem with it was it had a glass ceiling. It was like you get in there, you're a cruiserweight, and that's it. You can win that belt, but you can't go on. And I think once somebody's cruiserweight champion, then put them up a little more as far as where they can go against the WWE champion. They used to just put
At
those
least
guys in that division, and that was it. That's all you did. So if you use those guys, if you put if you're the cruiserweight champion, that that puts you on even footing with Intercontinental, and I guess I don't like that U.S. belt really. I'd rather see a TV title or something, but
yeah, a TV title is what I'd rather see. But yeah, I mean, it's a third belt to bring people up on. I'm not against a third singles belt.
I mean, whatever it is,
Even
it should
a
be
fourth, yeah.
the third lowest. You know, which I don't know if it is right now. I mean, you put the Intercontinental belt on Ryback, that doesn't make it seem like the number 2 belt.
No.
It makes it seem like the number 2, as in poop, belt.
Yep. The shit belt. The pig fucker belt.
The pig fucker world champions. Ryback! Feed me s'mores. Fuck. I guess it should be an interesting match. You get all those guys in there together.
I do like the New Day. I really do. They are hilarious.
Yeah, they are.
I like their characters. Yeah, it started out this show fucking hating them guys, but no, I do. They're funny.
Well, we hated them when they tried to make them face, and like I said, what they've been given is shit.
Right.
I mean, they literally, there's always that overly used line in wrestling of making chicken salad out of chicken shit. That's what those fucking guys did, dude.
Absolutely.
They were given nothing, and through their own fucking charisma and shit have made it into something awesome. Because, dude, I love, so many things about it. They do that weird way that Kofi comes down to the ring clapping. It makes me laugh, every fucking time, dude.
Yep. I noticed that this week, now that you said that the week before.
It's fucking funny, man.
That shit is funny.
They come down this week and they did, it was on Raw, right? Where, Kofi and Big E do these rhyming things and then Woods, fucks it up.
Yeah.
That's awesome. That's shit they came up with, That's the thing. You get to see a lot of them in there. They really have taken the ball and fucking ran with it on that shit. And like I said, too, the last pay-per-view, still, my favorite moment of the whole pay-per-view was him yelling off Xavier Woods off camera saying, "Worst leg drop ever." It's the best. So I don't know who's in the match. Hopefully he's outside. I like him in the ring, but I really like him outside. He may have docked himself into a fucking manager role.
Kind of.
Right. That's what I'm thinking, yeah.
He's good in the ring, but I like Kofi and Big E there. I like that idea of a high-flying little guy and then a big power guy.
And then a power guy, yeah.
I like that as a tag team. That's good. They're always too happy on putting guys who are exactly the same together, which I get and I like. Your Legion of Doom, your Demolition. I like that sort of thing.
The Ascension.
Yeah. No. You just put them in with those two teams. Damn you, sir. I will not stand for it.
This aggression will not stand, man.
Exactly. They're not even Faces of Fear cool. That's why we call them the Faces of Queer, because they're kind of because that's what it was. That was the third down. It was the Demolition is a lame imitation of the Road Warriors. And then the Faces of Fear were a lame version of them. Of both of them. I actually really like the Faces of Fear, though. That was a kick-ass tag team. Fucking Warlord, that dude is awesome.
Yep.
Our Hall of Fame's going to be stupid when we get down the road and we're putting in dudes like the Warlord and shit. Fuck you for putting in the Warlord.
Brooklyn Brawler's going in this week. No.
That's someone's gonna have to, like I said, there's some of these, we keep waiting for the other guy to, bite the bullet on him. Because neither of us want to put him in.
Mm-hmm.
Just like the Ric Flair thing, where it was I guess I'll put in Ric Flair.
Yeah.
There's not near as fun as putting in somebody off the wall.
Like a Rey Mysterio.
I
like that pick. I liked that pick last week.
Yeah, I did too, man. It was a good one, right?
Yep.
First masked wrestler. Can't go wrong.
Which it took us 14 to get one in, but yeah, I'm surprised it took us that long to get 14 guys in before the mask guy.
I think he might be the first non-white guy too. I don't blame me for being racist. Blame wrestling for being racist and only having white stars.
No shit.
That's not my fault. Ryback, Miz, and Big Show. God, I'm not even going to be ready for a pee break at that point. I don't know. Maybe I'll make a sandwich.
I think Miz is the only interesting one on that.
You like him? Yeah.
Well, like I like the promos that he cuts. I think he's very entertaining. I don't think he's a great wrestler, but as far as like he's very entertaining on the mic, and he's very funny to listen to.
Yeah, he's an egocentrical kind of like pompous ass kind of character. He plays a character. Yeah, he plays a character well, but.
In recent history, his gimmick with the Mizdow was my favorite. My favorite.
It was good.
It was awesome.
So you were as let down as we were on this when they completely shit away the end of the payoff of that whole thing.
Well, that's what I couldn't understand. Like, why weren't they like they went against each other? Wasn't it in the Andre the Giant thing?
Right.
Like, why did they have a match? I couldn't understand that. Like,
and then after that, they just did it on Raw.
Yeah,
and just like, oh, that's it. It's over. Miz won.
Yeah,
and that's it. It was really dumb.
Terrible.
And it took too long. You know? Yeah, like I said, by that pay-per-view, at least, if not the pay-per-view before that, they could have fucking done that burn and did the switch. And, you know, Sandow should have went over. They didn't do that. They didn't build it up. They didn't. Yeah, wow. They should. That's the thing. They got these things that, you know, they go over, but they don't fucking follow up on it. It's really weird, man. I feel like they're against people, the fans of wrestling.
And that's what I'm worried about the New Day. Is like once the New Day makes hits their peak or whatever that's going to be, I just fear the worst for that. It's just going to
now's the time where you guys all have to fight each other.
Triple threat.
Yep, triple threat.
Yeah.
Just like the Shield, which they shouldn't have broke up probably at the time. I mean, that one I was more okay with than the Wyatt family. That one really pissed me off.
The Wyatt family was,
Well, that's coming up. That's the next match here, and I honestly think that Ambrose will be turning heel. I think
I think that's. God, it seems almost too obvious, doesn't it?
I think that could be, the reformation of the Wyatt family. I mean, that would be the way to do it. But
with Ambrose,
with Ambrose.
Yeah,
I think Ambrose is definitely going to. If he doesn't turn on Reigns in this,
I'm done.
He will they'll at least start planting the seeds for it. You know, will they be smart enough to just do it? I don't know. They'll probably in this one they show a little aggression towards each other, and then in fucking 5 months you can see him wrestle when you don't care anymore.
Yeah,
I mean, I don't care about seeing Roman Reigns and Ambrose wrestle any fucking way. I have no interest in watching Roman Reigns wrestle anything other than maybe a fucking hungry polar bear.
But who's your guys' prediction for Ryback, Big Show, Miz? Not that it matters.
I'm sure they'll keep it on Ryback. Well,
yeah, they have to. Big Show is taken. He's not going to be on TV.
Yeah, I don't think so.
You can't put the belt on him.
I don't think.
Why would you? Well, why would you put on Miz? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like Ryback really either, but whatever.
No. Well, I like Ryback as a heel. I think he's a great, personification of a heel, and then to try to force this baby face, it makes no sense to me. It's like he's a heel. Like, look at this guy; he's a big meathead. Like that should be what he's doing.
Yeah,
healing it up, but nah, he's a baby face. I was like, okay, whatever.
The closest he's gotten to doing anything for me is when he was on the Jericho podcast, and then they kind of tried to do that on Raw afterward, where he talked about his life and shit. And I was like, God, I kind of like this guy as a guy, but as a wrestler, I don't really like him that much.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's. I don't know what to say about him, man. They need to. They're losing the crowd with him quick, and it's gonna. It's a mess. What they're gonna do? It's gonna drag that belt down along with them.
I hope somebody at this event. I hope the Feed Me S'mores thing picks up and get some Feed Me S'mores signs out there.
Yeah, let's get some Feed Me S'mores signs out there.
Yeah. But then I'm interested in that. So I'm not really interested. This Wyatt and Harper, Ambrose, Reigns. That should be an interesting match, actually. I like Wyatt and Harper.
If it goes hardcore, it should be fun. They bring out the tables and stuff. This is going to be the match for that.
Yeah, sometimes they limit guys early in the card. Like, oh, you can't go out and do that because then The rest of them
you show up at it, yeah.
Yeah, the shitty wrestlers that we've put in the main, in the main event.
The Randy Orton and Sheamus match won't look as good.
Oh my god, that's pretty far. As far as what I have here, that match is like right before the main event. So I don't know how. I'm not sure what order this is in that I'm looking at.
Who knows? Because it was all messed up. Because I remember last pay-per-view we went through this, and it was all messed up last time, too.
Oh, that's usually how it is.
Yeah. The only one that was right was the main event.
Right. Everything else, they'll probably swap it around. So, I don't know. Whatever with that. We'll see what happens. I think the Ambrose heel turn is imminent. And they may as well at this point. I mean, he was there as
they
face.
Ruined they
you
ruined him with everything else. So, yeah.
Why they didn't put the belt on him is beyond me. He could have fucking taken out, Rollins or something and had the belt and been, they could have ran that all the way for a while, but.
Then they could have ran their Ambrose versus Reigns match there too. So.
Ambrose went from main event going for the belt to the next week being, who did he wrestle the next week? Like Fandango, am I wrong?
Yeah.
Wasn't it like the very next day he was right back to the fucking bottom of the card?
Yep.
They don't like
You're
that.
Not very far off, yep.
There's a lot of people who think that that he gets kind of buried because people like Kevin Dunn and other fucking insecure shithead men are like mad that he gets to fuck Renee Young. Why did he get it or not us?
Right.
That kind of shit. I wouldn't doubt it, man. I don't know why.
It's a cutthroat business, man. It is.
He's one of the few guys that we actually like up there, Dean Ambrose. Yeah, I would take him turning heel and joining the family. That'd be all right. He doesn't have a beard, but I feel like he should have a big burly fucking beard to be in the family. That's why I think they should get War Machine from Ring of Honor.
Yep. I agree with that.
Giant dudes with big ass beards, done. Or unless fucking, that's the thing that's interesting. I don't know, is somebody gonna? No one knows what's up with Rowan. I know he was hurt, but I don't know if he's coming back or. No one's really. He's like he's somewhere with Mandow right now.
Yeah, he's wrestling Ryback, or no, not Ryback. Axel Rose, Axel Rose, and Jack Swagger. That's where he's wrestling.
Yeah, doing some house shows in Guam or something.
Oh man, he said Axel and Rose as in like Axel and Adam Rose, but I thought Axel Rose actually there. I'd like to see him wrestle Axel Rose.
Yeah.
They're in the same weight class though. Yeah. Axel Rose is a super heavyweight these days.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck him. Chinese Democracy was shit.
It was shit. What a terrible album.
It's the most expensive album ever made.
Was it?
Yeah.
Why?
Well, because it took like 10 years, and he'd basically go to studios and he'd probably go to the studio for the day, and someone would piss him off, and then he would just not do anything all day,
Right.
He's Axl Rose, and he's a fucking bitch.
He's a punk, yeah, he is a punk.
That album took 10 years to put out. When it finally came out, I was like, It
was terrible. It was awful.
Yeah, what I don't know what could have been a good album for that. I don't think it had a chance to be good.
No.
Not that I'm much of a Guns N' Roses guy, but
I was when I was younger, but
yeah. Well, I suppose. Stephen Amell and Neville. I do that on the show. I do this on the show where I'll go from we're talking about something random and I just snap it back to fucking where we were. Back to the shit at hand.
Yep. We don't want to get too far off track.
We got a lot of shit to get through here. Amell and Neville and Stardust and Barrett. Stardust and Barrett just seems like such a weird fucking mix to me. It doesn't.
It is a weird mix, man.
And he was back in the, that's weird when they bring people into the other promo. Like I was talking about last week when who showed up? Was it Sheamus? All of a sudden, Sheamus was in the fucking
the Wyatt.
Yeah, in the Wyatt clam bake, and I was like, "What the fuck, man?"
Wyatt clam bake.
Yeah, I was like, I like to think that that's just pot smoke.
Okay.
It makes me feel good. It makes sense with Wyatt.
Yeah, it does kind of.
He seems like he's fucking high all the time. But it's weird to see. It was weird to see Sheamus in that promo room, the style that they do those promos. And it was weird this week too, on Raw when Stardust was in there with him, or Barrett was in with Stardust. It was like, oh, it's weird.
It was weird. I agree.
I know Goldust is supposed to be coming back. I don't know. I guess those two are feuding. That was another feud that went to shit.
Stardust and Goldust?
Yeah.
That one they just kind of like threw that by the wayside.
Well, they ruined that match. They had a shitter of a match. Remember they had a botch finish on a match?
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And then they just, like, done. Like, you guys fucked your match up, so you're done. It's like, yeah, I guess. I was interested in it, though, being a fan of, of both, and of the Dusty Rhodes, did it?
Right.
Dusty Rhodes.
The Rhodes versus Rhodes, if you will.
The crossroads is what we'll bill it as. That's right, the crossroads.
The crossroads. It's fucking awesome. But that went kind of to the side. So I don't know. I don't understand this. I don't know who Stephen Amell is. I don't think many people watch that show. I know, like, they've been coming out. I know there's a lot of people who are on their forums are like gonna get the network, well, for free, I guess. So it doesn't really mean anything, but to watch this match, because I suppose the people who watch that show are hardcore about it.
I've talked to a couple people that are not wrestling fans, but they love that Green Arrow show, and they're like, "Oh, can you believe that's happening?" And this and that, and like, we're gonna get the network for it. And we're gonna
really?
watch
See,
it.
that's what I found too. So, but it's free every month. It's free this month. So what good is that gonna do? It's not like they're gonna pay next month. How is that gonna sell them on wrestling? Maybe, I guess. He looked athletic at least. He jumped the barricade and then like jumped the top rope and did a decent spear, and I was like, yeah, he might be able to wrestle a little bit. So, but it could be a shit show. I guess we'll see.
That's where my money's going. Is he got like, Neville, fantastic worker. Stardust, fantastic worker. Barrett, he's pretty good. Then you got this one actor, so I think he's gonna be slowing everything down a little bit, but we shall see. We shall see.
I feel like if you're athletic and not fucking stupid, you could get the basics for a tag match,
right?
And I mean, he doesn't need much, teach him how to take a bump and teach him how to, I don't know, throw a DDT or some other easier moves, and I don't know, he'd probably be all right. Like I said, I was at least impressed he was athletic enough to like leap the barricade and jump over the top rope and shit. So that's a good sign. But it is weird. I don't think he's really famous. I don't really know who the guy is.
I had not heard of him until I watched Raw that night.
That's what I felt like. And from the ratings on the show, it's not like it's some huge show, but I know that the fan base is stoked and they're all going to watch this because they love that guy. So
yeah, he's got quite the cult following from what I understand. So yeah,
I mean they'll win, obviously. I think. I don't see it going any other way than that, right?
Wow, yeah. When has it ever been any different every time they bring any sort of star into it?
Mm-hmm. What do you guys think about that Wyatt and Harper and Ambrose and Roman Reigns? I think the Wyatt family goes over, and then that causes that Ambrose... Maybe the Ambrose turn causes it.
Maybe. I don't know. You could have Rowan come in from nowhere and help out the Wyatts. So then that's how they get their third member back. I don't know.
Shitty knee strike out of nowhere.
Yep.
That guy's the shit.
There's a botched clothesline. Oh, there's another botched clothesline.
He was decent in the family, on a tag team with Harper. Right. He was okay. But yeah, once he got on his own, it's like, wow, did he flounder? He's not very good.
No, he is not.
He's a big fucker, and he's got a really nice beard, so, I'll give you that.
He's got the wrestling look.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, he wrestles more like he's got the look, but he reminds me work-wise of like a fucking Kevin Nash or a Sid Vicious or something.
Yep.
Just a guy who's a look and is tall, but really isn't worth a shit. Owen Cesaro, I think that's probably the match I'm the most excited about.
Most intriguing, I think. Probably the best show of the night.
That's funny, man. You can tell you're a fucking indie wrestling fan when you're like Cesaro and Owens is going to join the card. It's true though.
Is it the stipulation if one of them wins, they get to go? They're like number one contendership or something like that. I thought that's what I read, but I could be wrong.
I'm not aware of that. I just chose singles match, so I'm not aware. Huh. But I think it'll be a good match. I don't know. That's the thing too. It's like, so what? If Owens loses the belt on Saturday, he's gonna lose on Sunday too.
Sure, just keep tossing losses. That's what he gets. That's what he gets for challenging Cena.
It seems like they're kind of building Cesaro a little bit now. Like I've been saying on here for a while. Like if it was up to me, man, I'd like him and Lesnar Mania or something. You know.
Oh, that would be all right.
I think he's got fucking world champion on him, man. I don't know.
Oh yeah. And that's sort of why I'm torn on this match, because it's like I really like Kevin Owens, and he's just been kind of on this fast track to nowhere. And Cesaro, I really like Cesaro too, and I'd like to see him go over, but it's like, I don't know. I'm torn. I'd like to see both of them win, quite honestly, but
yeah,
maybe Cesaro or so.
Yeah, it should be interesting. At least they're using Cesaro, like I said.
Yeah.
But for all of us, all the people who were into Owens, yeah, we got fucking cock-teased hard when they brought him in and had him beat Cena. I was so excited. And then after that, it showed that video of that little fucking sad girl, and it gave me power. Like, I feed on the tears of little kids in Cena fucking outfits when he loses.
Oh man, there's these kids behind us at the Raw. You know, we were chanting our stuff, and they were screaming as hard as they could. And like, Dad, why are they chanting all that? It's like, because John Cena sucks. That's exactly why we're chanting that.
Dude, that, like I said, props to Minneapolis on that. They fucking brought it. I judge your city on how good your John Cena sucks is. Yeah, Minneapolis was a pass. I love when they go to the South and there's not much, because the South, they love John Cena. He's about America. We like John Cena. Fuck him. Oh, God. I don't even want to talk about that match with him. You also have a women's 3-team match. Fucking
So how does this work? It's a 3-team elimination. So
yeah, once one member of your team is eliminated, your team is eliminated. It is not Survivor Series style.
So it's like, is it like the anybody can tag anybody sort of thing?
No.
Oh, okay.
Wait a minute. Are they... What I have here shows just the 2. But then it says 3-team... This is shitty. It says 3-team elimination match, but only lists 2 of them. Doesn't list the Bellas. It's all 3 teams, either way. Yes. But yeah, I think it's all 3 in the ring at once. What do they do? Are they going to do like Team Bad and PCB? They fucking double team to pin fucking the Bellas and get them out of there, and then they duke it out? That's probably how that'll go. Well, Bellas win. Ziggler with Lana versus Rusev with Summer Rae. Singles match. I actually thought they were going to... I'm surprised that they didn't do a fucking mixed tip match.
That's what I was expecting.
Oh my God, that was the like least super of super kicks ever. I'm glad you brought that up. I felt like I wanted to shit on that, so... Worst super kick ever. It was most definitely not a super kick party. Somewhere the Young Bucks were saddened by watching that super kick. Oh, God. The Young Bucks fucking hate WWE anyway. After they didn't come to WWE, the next episode of Raw, they had everybody doing super kicks to mock them. And like I said, that was an inside joke that like only the fucking smarkiest of fans got. It's such a pointless thing. Like, we're going to fill our show with super kicks and like 10% of smarks will get it. And like, what a fucking cunty thing to do. Like, why did you do that? Like, it's like I don't know, like that's the kind of shit that company does where it's such like they want to be this big company, but at the same point, it's like an insolent child, you know. Like, we're mad at you for this or this. All the shit that they do is so petty and bullshit. It's so gross. Anyway, this match is a shitter. I don't know. I mean, Ziggler. I'm just at this point. It's just like I've given up. You know.
Well, it's funny because he was gone for how long?
Right.
And it's like all of a sudden we're supposed to get thrown back into this bullshit storyline of, I'm still mad at you for wanting to beat up my girlfriend.
It was the worst fucking angle of the going, and yeah, he was gone for a month, and they kept it going that whole time. So bad. And like I said, Ziggler's a guy who, like, I think he's good in the ring. I think, like, gimmick-wise, he's gotten completely lost and confused. I don't know what the fuck happened. You know, he's coming out in, like, a shitty jean jacket with an eyeliner on, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? I don't even like this guy anymore. But he can bump like a motherfucker, and he can work, and they're not going to do anything with him. They've proven that. So I'm just not going to bother anymore. You know, that's what people do. They get to a point where they're like, well, they're not going to do anything, so fuck it. I don't know who wins that match.
I don't think it matters. Summer Rae super kicks Lana, and then they set up their match for what's coming up next? Battleground? No. What's next? Night of Champions?
I
All the way.
Can Lana wrestle? Does anyone know that? And it gets... Vince McMahon. Maybe. Fuck. Yeah, I just like some of these. I just don't care. And what's the last match of the night? It's going to be what, Lesnar, I'm sure.
No.
Huh?
I think it's. No. I think the championship's got to be.
Oh, we'll see. I don't know. I bet it's not. I bet you that Undertaker match is the last match. I wouldn't doubt it. Anyway, Orton and Sheamus. This is a real fresh match.
Is it a kiss? Is this a kiss me arse match? Oh no, it's not a kiss me arse match.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I don't think it's even worth watching if it's not a kiss me arse match. Yeah, that was at the Extreme Rules too. I was laughing so hard when I heard that build. It's like that's Extreme Rules.
Oh yeah.
Somebody's gonna kiss somebody else's ass.
Somebody can go on here and go back to our Extreme Rules preview show, and we shit on that for about a half hour to kiss me arse.
I mean, if it was, I can maybe see it. Maybe if it was a lick me arsehole match, we could see. Maybe Extreme Rules better kiss me arse. Jesus.
What's that company? What's this company's fascination with kissing fucking other dudes' asses? It's been an ongoing thing for like fucking 15 years now. And like I said, that's the thing. Is like I got like such a weird like little like gay thing out of it. You know, it's like, oh, our next match is you have to hold the winner's penis in your mouth for 10 seconds. I sure hope I don't lose. I totally have to put your dick in my mouth. You know? I just get this stupid. It's so dumb. And yeah, at Extreme Rules. What's the extreme rule for this match? Oh, it's a ass kissing. No, correction, it's an arse kissing match. That's the shit. Like, if that makes you like, you watch wrestling with your chick or something, and you're like, okay, you feel all right for most of it, and then something like that, and you're like, oh my god, and then you just sit there and feel like such a piece of shit, While she sits there and watches this and goes, so you fucking serious? Like, you watch this shit? Kiss me arse? Like, fuck. I don't care about Orton or Sheamus. I wish Sheamus would get off my TV.
Well, I just think it's like, I don't know, like, especially something like this, where Sheamus was about to cash in. not last Monday, but the Monday before last.
Oh God!
And that's what set up this rivalry. I mean, I guess it's kind of been going, but this kind of refueled it. It's just like, so this deserves a match at SummerSlam because he interfered with just a Monday Night Raw match. It's
been going on forever. Orton and Sheamus have been having this thing for like months now, where they interfere in each other's matches. Stupid. But yeah, that cash in you're talking about, where he had something sticky on his hands and he couldn't let go of the briefcase.
Yeah, it's like, God. So are you gonna do this, or are we gonna?
What a great way to end that show! Bum bum ba boom. Exactly, dude. Fuck. Oh, that's good. So Brock Lesnar, Undertaker.
Ugh.
It's true.
Oh.
That's how I felt when he wrestled Bray too. I was just uncomfortable watching it because every time he'd pick him up, I'm like, oh no. I'm like, you're gonna drop this guy in his fucking head. Although really Brock Lesnar, I mean, I don't want anyone to get hurt ever, but Brock Lesnar is like, as we say all the time on this show, living where we do, anybody who lives here knows that guy's a dick because he comes here and he's a dick all over the town when he is here. You're like, oh, I saw Brock Lesnar. Like, oh yeah, what happened? Like, oh, he's a fucking asshole. Like, oh, that's what I hear.
Hey, Bismarck got a shout out on Monday Night Raw. I don't know if you guys caught that.
Yeah, I did hear that.
I was like, wow, we got a shout out. Bismarck State represent.
That's true. Brock Lesnar did go to college here, junior college.
Is that where he fought Undertaker? Is that? No. Stop. It's about 20 years ago.
They did have matches like 10 years ago. More than that, actually, it's like 12 years ago. And they were shit then. I just don't see this being good at all. I don't know. If they demand on using him, I think the only way to go, the intelligent way, is for Undertaker to lose here. And then one more time at Mania. Well, he's going to be at Mania. You know he's going to be at Mania. This will be the end. I think he should lose Lesnar here. At Mania, he fucking wins against Lesnar, retires, fucks off.
Comes out of retirement.
Next year, WrestleMania, comes back out of retirement. No. God, no.
I was reading something interesting, and I thought this angle would be actually pretty funny. It's, Kane comes back here at this SummerSlam, joins up with The Undertaker for Brothers of Destruction, and then takes on the New Day.
Oh.
I think that would be that'd be a good angle. I go for that.
Yeah. I don't doubt that there's going to be some kind of fucking... Are they going to bring back Demon Kane on this? He helps Undertaker? No? I don't know.
I could see it. He's been fighting... He kicked Brock in the balls twice now on Monday Night Raw, so I could see maybe a dirty finish.
Yeah, the funny thing is, the first time I was like, oh God, he can't even kick up to the fucking stomach. And I'm not sure that that's not the case yet.
That could be.
I feel like he might have just thrown two terrible kicks that didn't get high enough. It's a total possibility, man. I wouldn't doubt that in the slightest. That he just can't kick him in the stomach. But I don't know. Why working in heel? It doesn't make any sense to me.
No, not at this point.
I don't get it. I think because it was really lukewarm. Nobody. I mean, there was some people. I guess the drones, the WWE drones, were like, "Oh, he's back." And I guess they have a short-term memory as far as the shitty matches that guy's put on for the last 10 years.
Yeah.
But there's always that fascination in WWE with old guys. People like, oh, maybe Shawn Michaels will come out of retirement because it's in Texas, and Stone Cold should wrestle in this because it's in Texas. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
That's what I'm saying.
Austin retired in 2013.
Dude, when at the
Or 2003, excuse me. Sorry.
the Sting and Triple H match.
Oh,
And then all those old bastards come out. I'm like, come on. And here you thought that they really they tried to sell that what's his name? Scott Hall was really gonna powerbomb whoever it was, and then like, no, that ain't happening.
no, dude.
No way.
Yeah, Kevin Nash tore both of his quads getting to the ring, probably. One guy could run, dude. Billy ran to the ring. But it was like, they saw, like it was said on that was our first episode, was after WrestleMania. Where it's like, you could have done anything. He sees him coming and be like, oh, whatever, dude. I'm going to
Finish this match here.
Finish the match. These motherfuckers get here. We'll be done. So that was dumb. It was okay. That match needed every bell and whistle it got because those two were fucking the shits.
Ugh.
God, Sting looked terrible. I never was a Sting guy.
No.
I mean, for being like, me and Rando are both hardcore old NWA and WCW. But I never was a Sting fan. I think he's shits. And he looked terrible in that match. He goes to put him in the Scorpion Deathlock and like falls backwards on him and like HS are gonna like push him back off. Like, holy fuck, man. That's why I thought they should have. There was talk like, oh, maybe originally they were thinking maybe about putting him with Ambrose and Reigns.
I've heard of that.
And that would have been the way to go. If you're gonna bring back Sting, I think you gotta put him in a tag situation, dude.
For sure.
Let someone carry the match, bring him in and do a Stinger Splash and the Death Drop and whatever, and get him the fuck back out of there.
Well, then when they had the talks of Undertaker and Sting, it's just like,
oh, dude,
no.
But people want that. Lots of people want that.
For what reason?
Exactly. I don't fucking know.
Oh,
That would be the worst fucking wrestling match you've seen in a goddamn while, dude.
Well, 25 years ago, that would have been the shit. When they're, teeing off. Monday Night Wars. Sure, I could see that. But
I would have taken it
now?
in 2001 when they bought WCW. If they'd have done it then,
Sure.
fine, you could have Undertaker and Sting. But fuck, now that would be the worst shit you've ever seen in your fucking life. One day you show up to our fucking page to get the new episode, and it's just like fucking
It's over.
closed for business, man. WWE does test us, man. This is the hard stretch, yeah, because Lucha was the main glue of, like, we talked a lot about Lucha Underground on the show, and that was, like, we were really stoked about it. So we don't have that now, and thank God for Ring of Honor. But, yeah, WWE, if we just rely on this, it's like...
My only complaint with Ring of Honor is that it's only an hour. I mean, it's okay that it's short, sweet, to the point, but, like, I'd like to see more, I just wish there was a little more. A little more. I mean, because I think TNA still goes for...
2.
Take that off the air.
Yeah. Ring of Honor runs... Yeah, it is happening. It'll be off the air in September. So that's good. Well, it's not good, I guess, but whatever. People, for the sake of the wrestling business, I guess, but for the sake of Dixie Carter fucking off, which is totally necessary. Yeah. And that's Lucha Underground is the same thing, hour long. Usually 3 matches. That's what Ring of Honor is, about 3 matches. I like it. It's short and to the point. I mean, I would like more of it, but that's kind of a good thing, right? When it's over and you're like, fuck, man, I want more of that. That's a good, I think it's doing its job, When what percentage of people who watch Raw do you think would rather it be a 2-hour show? Everybody, right?
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Hour and a half.
Raw's an endurance, man. I watched it 1 week live, and I was just like, it ended, and I was like, that was my whole night. It's 10:30 now. Like
That's what I have to watch it the day after,
Yeah,
so,
dude.
I mean, on DVR, so it just get through all the...
And even then, it's just like, holy fuck. Almost every week when I watch it, I fall asleep. And I have to, like, wake up and rewind back and, like, figure out where the fuck I was at. So, I didn't fall asleep this week, I guess, but I actually did watch it live, a lot of it live this week. Yeah, because somebody had it live on YouTube, which is sweet. Like, fuck yeah. but there was no real good copies of the show afterward. Usually Thursday or Friday, you can find Raw from that week and watch it. I couldn't find any this week, so I don't know. I'm getting cable soon, so I guess I can watch it like a normal person, but I don't know. Yeah, live on YouTube, I was like, this is the shit. Way to go. Way to go, whoever fucking did that. And then you have the final match, the championship match, Cena and Rollins. Oh, God.
Dirty finish. That's how that's going.
No LOL, Cena wins?
I'm done. I'm canceling my subscription. I'm done with this shit. I'm done. I'm just done with everything.
Oh, my God. Can you imagine Raw with like where he comes out to start the show with two belts? Oh my God! I just fucking have to find something sturdy to hang my fat fucking ass on. Jesus,
but
Christ.
My brother and I were talking, but they invested all this freaking money into those stupid bright orange 15-time shirts. Do you think they would really drop the championship on Cena just to have? I don't know. I couldn't see them investing all that money just to put it over.
Why did they put that shirt out like a week before that? When he he showed up on Tough Enough wearing it, and immediately everyone's like, "What the fuck?"
So that's what I'm thinking. Like, why? I can't imagine a company investing that kind of money into a shirt that's going to be worthless in 2 weeks. I don't know. So that's why I can't see John Cena winning, just from a business standpoint. That'd be pretty stupid, but I've seen stupid.
That would tie Ric Flair's kayfabe 16-time fucking champion. I only say kayfabe because it's kind of like debatable. Some people say he could have been champion like fucking 19 times. Nobody really knows. I don't know how that's possible that nobody knows exactly. But either way, he could be the 16-time champion, which, what a joke that is, man. Like, being 16-time champion when Ric Flair was, that fucking meant something. I don't think any belt has ever meant as much as the NWA belt meant back when fucking Flair was carrying that fucker in the 80s. I don't think there's any championship in wrestling ever that had, that you had to have more shit on your side to be that man than anything, man. Like, that whole board of NWA directors had to agree. What do you got, guys from like 20 fucking territories who all had to vote and agree on who the champion was going to be? If you got that belt, you were pretty fucking good. You were Ric Flair good, or Terry or Dory Funk good. Me and my brother Dory. Fuck. So, I don't know, yeah. Ends in fuckery. I can't see it anything other than fuckery.
Yeah.
This is no...
Son's called Mountain Man.